Got some stuff to talk about.
Unfortunately.
It's one hell of a weekend, that's for sure.
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
This is probably going to be a map we're going to have to, like, cut at a certain point. Like, all right, we got to stop it eventually. I mean, just Saturday night alone is probably going to be, like, a good half an hour, right? Just
What do we do Saturday?
I can tell you what we did. You ready? You got a big, fat barbecue handprint on my newly painted wall. Yesterday, I'm like about to go to the bathroom, and it's like,
I'm drinking.
Laugh it up, bud. Yeah, I'm going to take a piss yesterday. Eric and Steph, Ari and Pat came over too.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might remember, you might not. So I'm going to take a piss, and it's like daylight out, and it's kind of bright in there, and the daylight's hitting the wall the right way, and I'm like, that's like a fucking barbecue covered hand stain
in the living room.
Yeah, right underneath the thermostat. Like, you were clearly going to the bathroom and was just like almost falling into the wall and just stopped yourself, but your hands were just filled with the Sweet Baby Ray's that was on the ribs.
It was good ribs, though.
Yeah, the ribs came out good. I think dropping it from 4 hours to 3 was a huge help.
Right.
It was just so weird, though. I mean, maybe I put more barbecue sauce on it last time I cooked them in the slow cooker.
Right.
Which...
Well, yeah, that's more moisture. They'll fall apart quicker.
Yeah. So, I mean, I only spread like a little bit on each side.
That's all you need, man.
Yeah.
And
then the
you
3 hours.
Sauce. You want to taste that rub.
Yeah.
You know, and the sauce is just there for a little sweetness, a little moisture.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it came out good. I liked it. Too bad we were like
coloring. It's good for.
I baby wiped it off the wall today.
How'd that work?
Came right off.
Nice. I got some hot sauce stains in my kitchen. On my kitchen wall.
Well, I mean, if you don't got baby wipes, you're fucking up, man. Like,
yeah.
If you don't plan to shower like an hour or two after and you got like a messy shit, you need those baby wipes, bro. Like, you need.
I'm usually pretty good, man.
Then your butt starts to tickle like an hour or two later and you're like, I don't know why I took a shower. You know? You don't want to get that going, you know?
I guess, bro.
So, I mean, how far are we to go into Castlevania? It is pretty new. So I don't know if I want to like ruin it for listeners, especially because we're making Ross and Pete watch it. Like, they both said they were down.
I was pretty into it. I'll say that. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the first season's got 4 episodes. Second had 8, but the 8 were they were really good. It started to get fucking crazy. I mean, it was like some Game of Thrones type shit going.
Yeah.
A couple new characters got introduced.
It seems like that's going to be the end of the show, though, huh?
No, I mean, I'd be careful how much more you say, for Christ's sake. But no way, I think that's exactly why they were showing you what they were showing you, because I don't want to say anything more, because if you have a brain at all, you probably guessed what happened just now. But yeah, well, fuck them. What are you going to do? But yeah, I fucking hope not. I'm sure they did it the way they did, you know, so they could hopefully keep going, but if they didn't, it's whatever. But if I actually,
Fucking dog is so needy, dude.
I barely remember like the exact ending.
Oh, I was with you all day, sitting next to you all day. Oh, you're not paying attention to me? I'm gonna just keep jumping at your knee with my dumb, bony fucking fingers.
That's your dog. Now he's up there.
Such a cunt.
So you say that, but you got him on your lap and he's hanging out with you. And
I got no choice. Remember I was talking how dudes can't get raped? Wrong. This dog rapes me every day.
Well, now we got some questions. Before we get into rape, let's play the theme song, huh? Mike, check. The morning after pill. Fudge and Finn. Shots for likes in that ass. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. Shots for likes. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. Shots for likes. Shots like. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. Likes. Like. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. Morning after pill. Shots for likes. Morning after pill. Speaking of rape, me, Perosi, and Jeff were arguing with some Bucks fan about Jameis Winston today.
On what, Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Jeff pulled the classic.
I wish I knew how Twitter worked. I could, read all this.
Yeah, no, you need to start getting into it because it's funny. I tag you and stuff. You just never respond.
Yeah, I'd never go on Twitter.
You should.
Oh, no.
Well, there you go.
See what you're doing, dog?
There you go, dog. Still don't want to beat him yet, huh? Hut, hut, hey.
That was your best throw yet, buddy.
No, the other one was better because that one got wobbly. The other one had like a nice spiral.
It made it to my hand.
Yeah, so the last one. That was the third one. The first one was terrible, remember?
There was a couple that were terrible.
Well, no, the second one was was when we had You Watch, I Listen on, and that one was much better. Remember her when when Ralph was like, I'll pass him. I'm like, no, Ralph, get the fuck out of here, bud. We got a thing going here. Which, the art supplies?
Yeah, if
the
you
art
get those
supplies
wet, the ink dries out.
Speaking of art supplies. Okay, so you rolled through Saturday after work. Oh, yeah, well, we could talk about the guy who made fun of it. Basically, there was some dude defending Jameis Winston trying to, like talk him out of his accusations. Jeff said something about his shitty play. Like, he has, like, a ton of interceptions and, like, fumbles, like, lost fumbles and shit.
Right.
So, a lot of turnovers.
Steals a bunch of crab legs.
Yeah. So it started getting that a little bit, and some random guy was like, oh, this is not, like, he didn't, like, admit to it, so it didn't happen. We're like, are you a fucking moron? This dude rapes, dude. Like, this isn't the only allegation he's had of, like, sexual assault and shit.
Oh, is that his deal? He raped someone again?
Well, Jeff was saying, like, back in 2012, there was some kind of allegation that just kind of floated away. I'm guessing with money.
I'm listening.
Yeah. And then, oh, yeah, he's just here chewing on that same cap, or that's a different cap. And then you got the finger in the Uber driver, right? And
Where did he stick his finger?
Well, I'm pretty sure he tried to fucking rub her down, you know? Give the old 1-2 DJ diddle boogaloo, you know? And she obviously didn't want him to, but he did it anyway.
Get your finger out of my ear.
Well, I don't know if he actually got it in there, but I think he was just like trying to touch her downstairs zone, you know? Kind of like that place that was like Chuck E. Cheese, but better, Discovery Zone.
Like
kind of like that, but he's
that
clearly
fucking Purity Lion, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Purity Lion.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's a new nickname I'm coming up with, I think.
For
a pussy. The Purity Lion, man.
We'll get back into that, but it's not going to be now. Yeah, so we were just making fun of that dumbass guy for a really long time. Then Perosi was going crazy with stats because he's a Dolphins fan. They were going like Tranny Hill, fucking back and forth with Winston.
Tranny Hill.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, eventually they just stopped talking about the rape. I was like, what are we talking about football for, dude? This guy's a piece of shit. Why don't you just admit your quarterback's a shitty person, dude?
Oh, he was a Bucks fan?
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, if Eli Manning, like, had a couple of accusations of sexual assault, yeah, I mean, like, whatever happened, he's on the field.
That guy couldn't assault anyone. Dude.
Yeah, big time. And
he probably doesn't even French kiss his wife, dude. Not because he's gay, just he's retarded.
If we're talking strictly stats, whatever. But it still doesn't mean he wouldn't be a piece of shit. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I've never really dealt with that before.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't watching football. I mean, what was Lawrence Taylor was playing, like, probably before I was even born or right around when I was really young, right?
80s, Bubba Parcells.
Yeah. So, one, I wasn't even alive, and I think he might have still been playing when I was super young. So I wasn't watching Lawrence Taylor play. So, like, I don't really have the ability to give an opinion on, like, a super shitty player. Or there might have been that I just missed, or the story didn't, like, blow up as big because social media wasn't as big back then. Who fucking knows?
Shit, do you fart too loud on social media, dude? You're fucking going viral.
Big time.
Why can't we we're funny. Why can't we be
We
viral?
I fart every episode multiple times, man. Warms his room up. Shit. All right, so Saturday, we'll get off of rape for a bit. Saturday, you come over from work. Pretty calm, cool, collected. The bro was still at her parents.
Right.
Started getting drinking.
It's a very laid back night for us.
Till you drink a half a handle.
I drank a lot. Like, to the point where I was looking at it, I'm like, man, that's too much for me.
You woke up the next day and you pulled the handle on my freezer. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
You sure you didn't take any shots of that?
Not one single one. I had my own booze the whole time. I had my own handle.
That's right. You're on a diet. I forgot. I've never drank that much vodka before.
No, you had to have.
You think so, dude? That was a lot. Like, maybe in Cancun over the day, I've drank that much liquor for sure. You know, on vacation.
You definitely drank a half a handle. You drank over a bottle of alcohol.
Yeah, dude.
And let's just say we drew some pictures and PB&Js were involved. Because I remember at a certain point you couldn't even move and I was just walking sandwiches over to you, dude.
All I could move was my hand and my teeth.
You weren't even talking and shit. And like Bridget was like awake for almost the whole thing. She only went to bed like 15, 20 minutes before I finally went upstairs. So
Right.
she was around for the whole thing.
Oh,
and I was
God.
like, babe, was it fucking ridiculous funny or like ridiculous, like super annoying? She's like, no, it was more funny. You guys were pretty fucking hilarious. There was just like ribs and like chicken bones and like jelly everywhere, dude. It took me so long to clean the next morning before everybody came over. But I stopped at a certain. I mean, after we started drawing, dude, I was feeling like funky and like the broad even poured shots for us.
I know.
And I was like,
You know
shut the
what,
fuck up, get this shit out of here. None of us are drinking shots right now.
I did not need those shots. Thank God that guy saw them in the morning. I was like, well, that's good.
Yeah, seriously, it was.
And I never say that.
You don't.
Usually, I'm like that fucking.
Although
pussy.
the next morning you were a little perturbed. You were a little like, really, dude? Come on, why don't you let me drink? I'm like,
I was in the morning, yeah, but
Yeah.
thinking, now that was raw emotion in the morning,
how hungover were you?
I was fine.
You were okay,
dude.
We ate a lot.
That's what it was, dude. I had
We ate a
so
whole
much-
rack of ribs, a whole frozen pizza, not even a dozen wings.
pound of wings,
Yeah, a pound of wings.
like
good way to say
5 fucking PB&Js.
It was like 1.5 each. Because I did one each, and then I did the halfie, like to take one piece of bread, because you just got to get a little more in.
I was so happy when you brought me that.
It tastes like cake, dude. I've been saying it for years, bro.
Dude, we need some powdered sugar next time, dude.
Dude, I ain't putting powdered sugar on PB.
Come on, bro.
The whole thing's already made of sugar, and you want to add more sugar.
The powdered sugar, dog.
Doesn't need any more.
It does, though. Dude, I forgot how those big pens work. Like, you don't want to draw too much with those because it's such a big ink mark, So
At a certain, you were. What is he chewing on? Is that a toy? All right, he's chewing on a toy. We're good. You were in the middle of a stroke of drawing. And at a certain point, I was like, fucking stop, dude. And you look at me and you're laughing and coughing. And I take the large marker. We'll call it a marker.
It's a marker, yeah. Like one of those big Sharpies.
A long marker. So I take it from you, and you're just like coughing, and your eyes are watering, and you're laughing, and there's just shit
Red meat coming out of my teeth.
coming out of your face, dude, like just smoke. You like had no idea what you just did to yourself. It was fucking hilarious. And that's when I knew. I was like, dude, I'm so glad we got potato bread because we're out of food and shit's about to go get real fucking weird real fucking quick, bro. Cabin Cluggy just dancing for like 3 hours
every
straight.
time I looked down, he was just dancing. I'm like, is this a fucking loop?
Yeah. It was awesome. I felt so bad because I remember we paused Castlevania for like a good 45 minutes or so because we were like fucking with the food or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And by the time we eventually finished, like we were just so then we were like moving on to PB&J land and shit. And then we were trying to like get it on their stream. And then eventually, like, I think at some point I was like, this all has to stop right now. And I like closed up the stream and like shut down my computer. And like, I don't even know. At a certain point, my girlfriend was like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. I'm like, yeah, good idea. And then like 15 minutes later, I think I went to bed. Like, I don't even remember like what we were watching.
You know what it is, dude. So we don't
have a handle.
All right. Well, here's my reasoning.
A monster marker. Drawing.
We don't hang out anymore. Like never.
It's only the podcast.
It's only the podcast or some dumb fucking weddings, right?
Yeah.
So every once in a while, maybe you'll come over you haven't yet this year, but at some point this year, come over for football.
Well, when I come over for football, we have a podcast.
Probably. So we didn't have the podcast to distract us. We were just like, oh, we got nothing to do.
Let's destroy our brains and livers.
There's no responsibility.
Yeah, that's true.
We just have to watch Castlevania.
Felt weird, right? It almost felt like we were doing nothing.
Yet we were doing something.
Until a couple hours in, then eventually it got pretty fucking weird.
I remember I was drinking those traditionals, and you were like, let's do a shot. I'm like, yeah, I'll do a shot. And I do that. I don't know how I didn't fucking black out earlier. Because when I got there, I was really hungry.
We were eating like the whole time throughout the night, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
My girlfriend only had one slice of pizza. She had no ribs, no wings.
You were pounding all. Did I ever take the food out of your toaster?
You had to have, because there was definitely nothing in it the next day.
Oh, that's good. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, there was only like some random rib bones laying on the thing. You started to go ham, which is good because I'm glad it didn't go to waste, because by the time the ribs were done, I was already so full, man.
There was a couple left in the morning, though.
Yeah, like one or two.
And I was tempted. I was looking at them. I'm like... Like in the morning, I was tempted.
Next Butcher Box, no free fucking advertising. I'll definitely get at least one rack of ribs, if maybe not two, and then definitely a fucking bunch of wings, dude. Because the wings came out good this time. When I did a half an hour at 400, then a half an hour at 500.
Yeah.
They were nice and crispy, just like if you did it extra well, or like did them well done in the fryer.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I guess the skin could have been more crackly, but all things considered,
they were very good.
They were much better. You would have been See, we're getting some crackling here and there.
Yeah,
something's going on. I might have to.
I'm holding the wire. That's probably not helping.
What wire? The headphone wire?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that shouldn't cause a crackling. It's like, because I think I might have heard it once or twice in an episode. Whatever.
Ghost, dude.
Yeah, the wings I made for Pat and I did them for like an hour, but I think I only had it at 400. They really didn't get crispy like that at all. Like, they were good. They were cooked, but you need that crispy fucking thing going. And then the buffalo sauce, dude, you just take some Frank's, butter, 5 or 6 different spices, man, and you got like, gets a little kick on there. You know, a little kick in the seasoning. So, yeah. You can't
be extra 2 minutes to fucking do it. Plus, it reduces a little bit, so you thicken it up, you know?
Yeah.
Not much, but a little bit between the spices and the reducing it and the butter and stuff.
And I had the good shit condiment-wise, bro. I had some good dressing. I didn't have like that fucking, you know. I always think of Ken's, but Ken's is like a decent,
Ken's
cheap.
Is decent.
Yeah, but I had like the Marie's or whatever. But there's another one I actually like a little bit better, but the Marie's was also in the refrigerated section, and that was on sale, like 3 for $10. For good dressing, you can't beat that, dude. Because good dressing is like $5-6 a fucking little container.
Yeah,
but it's so fucking worth it because it's just 1,000 times better. Yeah. Why even fuck around with shitty fucking blue cheese or shitty
make your
Caesar?
own? It'd probably be cheaper if you start making your own. If you use it enough.
Yeah, but then I gotta find like anchovies and shit.
For blue cheese?
No, for Caesar, bro.
Oh yeah, you don't want to make your own Caesar. That's a pain in the butt. But blue cheese is super easy.
Pain in the butt?
Pain in the butt, bud.
Where the fuck am I? Are you fucking kidding me? Make me come here on a Monday night to tell me something's a pain in the butt?
It's a Monday night,
fucking
bud.
Loser.
It is though. Try and make it, man.
What's blue cheese? It's like mayonnaise and blue cheese crumbles and probably a couple of things, right? Some
Mayo,
eggs or something.
Buttermilk, blue cheese. I do a little bit of mustard. I like a little paprika in there. Salt, pepper, onion, garlic powder. Done deal.
Bing bang boom.
You like that? Well, you don't have a food processor, right?
I have a blender, but it's like not. It's not a good one.
Yeah, because you have to. What I like to do is like put crumbles in there and then process it, so you get that blue cheese flavor throughout the whole, like the liquid.
Yeah, and then add crumbles.
Then add the crumbles to get the texture.
No, I fucking 1,000% agree. That's exactly what you should be doing. I hear you. So, we got the Castlevania. It was dope. I did start playing Symphony of the Night on Saturday for a few hours, preparing for the Castlevania-a-thon that we pulled off.
Hard, dude.
Yeah, it's
because it's
so fucking good, dude. Like, I did not remember how good that fucking game was, man. And I was playing it. All I remember about that game when I played it however long ago, and I didn't even beat it, I'm sure. I played a few Castlevanias here and there and never got too far in like any of them.
Right.
But I just always remembered Symphony of the Night being like the dopest one. Like that game, like
music, like the feel to it.
Yeah, and it's just, and they put like a decent amount of time into like detail of the game, man. Like there's so many fucking enemies in it. Like, you know, when you go to the guide, you can look through the enemy list, and when you go down, like it just goes forever, dude. And the map is fucking
for that time. What is that game? Fucking
PS1.
So 95,
something like that, around there. I don't know if it, because Final Fantasy 7 was 96, and that was decently early. So I don't know if it was before or after.
Well,
this is why we need Mikey Smith to start fucking Googling shit, bro.
Yeah.
We need to work on that, but keep going.
Call him. Hey, we need you to Google something.
I'm on the phone with you now. I can't. What?
But yeah, the map is huge for that time, and then fucking the problem with that game is your health bar is like like this little fucking pin. So my biggest fault.
It's a number.
It's a number, but like it's so small and it's like all the way on the top of the screen. Like I never paid attention to it.
I always look at the number. I don't even
Do you see?
look at the bar.
I could never do it. All of a sudden I'm dead. I'm like, look at your fucking health, you dick.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I never do it. And you die so quick if you're not paying attention, you know?
I get really stubborn with, because that's like a side scroller, a little bit of platforming in it, not too much. RPG, what do they call it? Like the Metroidvania type game, I think at one point, right? With the Metroid and fucking Castlevania. There's a lot of different aspects into the game. But like you remember, like when I was crawling up that fucking those stairs
dude.
and those two little fucking dinosaur heads, and then if you don't kill both at the same time, then the one rolls down, and I just kept trying to jump over and over and over. You're like, what are you fucking doing, dude? Dude, like, fuck off! I'm gonna jump over this thing, but clearly you couldn't. You know,
you can't. Rocky wouldn't have made up those stairs, dude. You know what I'm saying?
And the ball, and then remember you're like, dude, that fucking cannonball spiked fucking thing. You're like, that thing's gonna kill you. The second it touched me, it damaged me for exactly how much life I had left. And I looked at you and I was like, let's watch Castlevania. I'm good. Well, I'll save and we'll move on right now. Yeah, but it sucks.
That's why, like, if I play a game like that now that I'm like old, I don't have time for that. So I would literally have to be like, all right, look up some kind of cheat code so I don't die. I can just have a good time playing this game.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like shit
I beat
like
the
that.
game already. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not coming back to get good enough to beat that game again. Like I'm cheating that shit.
I'm all about. I hear you, because at a certain point, if you're replaying a certain game, you're just trying to get the nostalgia. You're not trying to get real pissed off.
Right.
You just want to play it. I agree with you, dude. Like, you don't have to be such a nerd where you have to like be fucking perfect every single playthrough. Although I am enjoying like not looking at any cheats. I'm just trying to do it. You know, just right off the top of the dome. Maybe Google a thing here or there, like even when I try to find the librarian or whatever, because the librarian gives you the thing to open up the blue doors.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, go to the library. I'm like, where the fuck is the library? So I like pull up a map and I'm looking at the map
It's
for
like on
5
the
minutes.
left, right? Like the top left.
I think it's over on like the right, and then
it
it goes into the center a little bit. I eventually fell upon it. See, you heard that click again,
I
right?
heard that, yeah. Is the dog fucking with something?
No, I don't think so, man. He's literally just been chewing his toy. He's actually been doing good. So I don't know if the people can hear it or not.
I haven't heard it on. So what time is it on this podcast right now?
Well, you know what? Let's stop and save. I'll check it out real quick. So apparently it's all my fault.
Yeah, buddy, I fucking win. I won this battle, baby.
Yeah, I found the fucking library. I bought the thing and I was getting through blue doors.
Well, that's the hardest part of that game too. Is they're like the first part of the game where you're running through that hallway. You're like, all right, I'm going right.
And the zombies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're I can only go right. That's it. Once you get past death and you go up, and then you go anywhere you want, you're like, fuck. Like, there's no direction in that game. Let the dog out. What you? There's no fucking direction.
Well, I think
Like
there's
a little bit.
I think there's certain things like that it doesn't let you do. Like certain things you have to double jump to.
Right. Or you
which
can't
I
get
definitely
through
don't
this
have
door.
a double jump.
No,
yet.
I agree with that. But then like you got process in your head like, all right, I fucking can't go that way, so let's try these two ways and then see where you go. And that's how you move through a game. But like, really,
You know what sucks? I didn't realize the button to use for the map until like a while in, where I was like,
you're embarrassing yourself there, but
yeah, I was like, what's the map? And I think it's the select button, and I never.
although I gotta stop using the term bud, because like Kristen's like I'm starting to call her bud a lot.
You kept calling my girlfriend over the weekend? You're like, oh, thanks, pal, or were you calling her bud? You might have been calling my girlfriend bud like all weekend.
Kristen's washing the dishes and she's like, can you hand me those glasses over? I was like, yeah, no problem there, bud. She's like, stop calling me bud. Broad's no problem. Don't call that broad fucking bud, though. I'll tell you what.
Well, at least broad is, really towards. I guess you're labeling her as a female. I guess bud really just
ticks her off. I called her guy one time. Look the fuck out, bud.
Bud, watch out. Classic. No, yeah, I'm fucking. It sucks. I really should be studying way harder for my exam. I actually know, like I'm pretty solid on a chunk of it, but there is another chunk that I don't know at all. That I could have to
probably work on that.
Cram a bunch of studying on the next 2 days. But it's a small portion of the test as well. Jesus. Dude, you're fucking all thumbs today, bro.
On the one.
You better watch the fuck out.
I'm
dude.
all thumbs. Was
If I knew it was
that
this type
waiting?
of party, I would have stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go home, and you know what's great, dude? The HDMI cable I was using for my PS3 upstairs because I got that free fucking Roku when I bought. Yeah, keep coughing it up, loser.
Fuck. Cough it up, scuzzball.
Laugh it up, furball. That's what he says, right? Laugh it up. Laugh it up, furball.
No, I think it's scuzzball.
Is it scuzzball?
Yeah.
You might be right. Maybe furball is what they say on like a TV version and not make it seem so. Because he shot first. They don't even show that shit anymore, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. We'll figure it out later.
They replaced his laser with a walkie-talkie. Do you remember that South Park episode?
What was it? The whole shot first thing they were making fun of?
No, they were making fun of George Lucas and
George Lucas gonna sue somebody.
who's the other guy from Indiana Jones? The other like producer, writer, or whatever. Steven Spielberg.
Oh, he was a part of that movie?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Just
Tell me
farted.
if I'm wrong.
I
if
farted
am,
again,
people.
dude.
But you should be famous. Yeah. So they
You
made
should be famous.
they made fun of them like remaking all those movies, like the original Star Wars and stuff, and it's like, oh, Indiana Jones, Crusader of the Last Ark, and all the RPGs and AK-47s were replaced with walkie-talkies.
And as I say, they're like kind of like bitching it out a bit, or kind of
Yeah.
like, or I guess.
It's a good episode, but anyway,
I believe it. Yeah, no, I really want to. Oh yeah, so by HDMI cable. Because I bought the PS3 downstairs after I got the Roku upstairs.
Right.
So I was only using the PS3 to fucking have like Netflix or whatever. But now I got the Roku upstairs, dude, which is nice because fucking last night, like me and the broad just went out and finished the Saints game upstairs. I actually might have, I was falling asleep towards the end of it. Fucking Drew Brees, man, threw for like 120 yards and he still fucking won the game.
we did not make that game last night.
What do you mean? Oh, with the, okay. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can just pop the HDMI cable right out of the big TV, pop it right in my small TV, and then
That's dope.
play some fucking Castlevania. You know what I mean?
Castlevania. Dude, can we move that mic, would you?
Going cross-eyed, bro?
It's bothering me, man.
Everybody always does that.
Oh, there we go. That's much. I can see straight.
Feeling better?
I feel better. Yeah, I do.
I wish you didn't.
All right.
So-
You can move it back.
So Sunday happened.
So what happened on your end? Because it's funny. It's like you remember you playing Resident Evil 2, right? You could play both characters. Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're comparing. I like this comparison.
And then every once in a while you see the other character and talk to him.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your own story. That's
how we'll compare our weekends when we're not together. We'll be like, oh, like a Resident Evil 2, who am I? Am I fucking Chris or the other bitch or whatever?
Leon.
Yeah, Leon and who's the other bitch, right? There's
Sherry. Sherry's the little kid.
Sherry.
Yeah. The little girl.
No, there's a bitch and a dude, right? You can play as either
Claire
one.
and Leon. Yeah.
Oh, Claire. Yeah, there you
yeah.
go. Fucking Sherry.
She's the girl. The little girl.
Fucking girl.
Yeah. So
I haven't played the game.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember because video game Resident Evil weekend, you guys all passed the fuck out.
No, I didn't pass that on you.
Everyone passed out on the first night of Resident Evil weekend. I beat the whole front half by myself, pretty much.
All right. Well, let's slow your roll. First night of Resident Evil weekend, you weren't there.
That's right.
Everybody either fell asleep or left. I beat one by myself.
Right.
That game is
No, you and
hard
Jesse were switching off.
as fuck. Jesse eventually went to bed. I think he had work at some point. Jeff was the only one that was sticking it out for me for a while, sticking it out with me for a while.
Right.
And I don't know if he just passed out eventually.
But you guys didn't beat the first night. You beat the second night when I came over. Because I remember
I put like 18 hours in that game. That game was hard.
It's very hard, dude. I was so pumped. I showed up at
That's
the
a
work.
lot of time for a Resident
I
Evil.
was like, they're going to be done with one or like at the ending and I could just fucking crush through two. It's going to be great. You guys were like, we're stuck on one. I don't know, but motherfucker.
It's the same plan. It just keeps killing us.
But yeah, I beat the whole first half by myself when you guys were sleeping pretty much.
Are you sure I fell asleep, dude?
I'm 100% positive. Because I remember it was either Jeff or Jesse that kind of stayed up, but we're not playing. And then when we woke up, they're like,
Remember Jeff tweeted that, dude? Your Resident Evil 1 strategy guide's embarrassing. And he actually retweeted back like, yeah, no, I know, man. I'm sorry. Jeff's like, oh, man, this isn't even funny anymore.
I feel bad. You're supposed to make fun of me for my muscles.
That's all anybody ever does. They're always like, go take steroids.
So back to Sunday. That's what it was like. It was like there was drunk situations and shenanigans going on at both houses. Every once in a while, we would FaceTime each other. And like reconnect and regroup a little bit and then fucking disperse.
Yeah.
On the plan fucking B. So I want to hear your side of the story. How was your Sunday?
You left. I woke up and I went apeshit cleaning and actually did like a pretty solid job to where my house was like fucking real clean. And I was like, all right, cool. Because nothing's worse than like, I don't know, I just can't like hang out with the dirt, with the filth from the night
especially
before.
when you got people coming over.
Yeah. So Steph and Eric come over. They're hanging out for a bit. Ari and Pat showed up probably like the third quarter of the Giants game. They showed up pretty late. Mm-hmm. It was only past halftime. Me and Eric we were drinking rum. Eric made tacos.
With real meat.
I had Trulies, both. Real and fake.
You allow that in your house there, bud.
He bought it over, man. I don't give a fuck, dude.
I'd have been like, dude, you gotta go, man.
He came over with like all the taco stuff. He cooked it too. I didn't have to do shit.
Leave the real meat, but then you gotta go.
To leave. He bought over some like.
Let me guess, low fat sour cream too.
It was light.
Oh, you fucking pussies! Can we stop? Can we stop it?
Stop!
Fucking Steph and Eric, you're both in good shape. Stop eating fucking light sour cream, you cunts. Fudge, you're not in good shape. You never will be. No offense.
And I'm definitely not going to eat. Well, that's probably because I refuse to eat. Well, no, I ate the light sour cream.
You eat it. It doesn't mean I've seen you eat both. You're still fat. Fuck off and eat the real stuff, dude. Come on, people.
I don't buy the light, so.
Sorry, Steph, I didn't mean to call you a cunt. I meant Eric in general. I would have called you something else probably.
No, she's not a cunt. She knows what you meant.
Yeah.
I'll only buy the light sour cream if it's the good brand that's on sale and that's all that's left. Because here's the deal. You got
I'll at least accept that answer.
You got like the shit store brands that it's more like soup than sour cream. Daisy's like the solid brand of sour cream you want to get.
What's the other one? The red one? The past 2 times I've gotten it, including today, have been bad.
I don't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. It's like a red or pink kind of fucking.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I usually get Daisy. Daisy's usually solid.
Daisy, yeah.
And if Daisy's on sale, but the only one there is light, like I'll get the light only because it's on sale and it's good sour cream. It's
50
the light,
cents, buddy.
The light. No, it's a couple bucks, dude. The light Daisy sour cream is still much better than the fucking store brand that Acme has.
I won't.
It's like soup, dude.
I won't test that out. I will just unwillingly agree with you because I don't want to test it.
Yeah, don't blame you. Yeah, so they left a little bit after the first game.
Yeah, because they weren't there the first time you called me or FaceTimed me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't even remember when that was.
It was like 3 or 4 times.
Makes sense.
And then
it's what I'm expecting. The weekend was kind of a blur. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
With mics to our faces.
That's what we're doing here, people.
Yeah, that's why we started this podcast. So, yeah, Eric and Steph left at the Giants, lost, played fucking another terrible game, but it's okay. Actually, it's not okay because I lost pretty much every single one of my bets. I think I won like 20-something bucks for Peterson getting 2 touchdowns, plus I started Peterson in fantasy.
Right.
So that was huge. I was freaking the fuck out screaming. That was awesome. But I only ended up having $12 by the end of the night. I think I lost pretty much most of my money on the fucking Saints and Vikings game. And there was like a bet or like I was thinking of doing like each team scores 2 touchdowns at each half, and they had like really high odds, or the odds were crazy. Like I would have won some money for low, and I wish I bet on it because they did. I'm pretty sure. I think. Well, I definitely did in the first half. I don't really remember the second half because Bro and I guess started falling asleep during the second half. But yeah, I mean, fucking Ari and the Challenger were chilling for a fucking minute. They left. I want to say. I think they left like right before the night game started.
Right.
Which was kind of awesome because then I was just like, oh, thank God.
You just fuck off.
So pretty at a certain point, I definitely started ignoring yours and Eric's FaceTime.
What if we were in? What if I should have texted you 911.
What's 911? What's it mean? what is that? I still don't remember what that's from.
Always Sunny. When
It is
Mac
Always
and
Sunny,
Dennis
right?
break up.
Yeah.
I texted you 911, dude.
Yeah, what was the emergency? Dude, the emergency was that there was no popcorn, 911 or whatever, right? It's like something stupid.
He's like, you haven't checked in. It's been
That's what it is. It's like nothing.
it's been 40 minutes and you haven't checked in with me. Movie store clerk guy, you keep mentioning him.
The movie store clerk. I'm hearing a lot about him. He gets like all jealous and shit. Dude, some of those episodes are like genius.
Yes.
Like you can't even, oh my God. Hearing a lot about him.
So that was your night. So your night ended on a good time.
Yeah,
Had a good time with
I
friends.
lucked out, and I think
You got fucked up a little bit, and then you got to chill at the end of the night.
Yeah, I'd say my last shot was probably in like the 6 o'clock range. Like I was good, and I was able to like hang out with some art supplies and just finish off my night chugging mad water and getting like I think we got pizza too later.
Nice.
And then like I had a slice or two of pizza. A couple
Where'd you get
sticks.
pizza from?
Pizza station. The broad.
What kind of pizza did you get? What'd you get? What was your order?
We got a plain pie and sticks.
How much was it?
I don't know. I just gave the broad a card and sent her on her way. To
Okay.
be honest,
Dude, Mamma Mia's is so fucking cheap, dude.
it is.
We
It
got
is.
3 pies. We got a plain pie, well done, extra sauce. We got a pepperoni pie, well done, extra sauce. We got a meatball onion pie, well done, extra sauce. Give me the total. How much?
$23.
Well, that'd be cheap.
Oh yeah, that's way too cheap. All right, just let me give me another shot. I wasn't thinking. 3 pies.
3 pies. One has 2.
$34.
They all have at least one condiment. One has 3, one has 2. So you said how much?
$34.
$33. If that was Sparta, dude, I would have been paying like $45 for that.
Probably more. They probably charge $2 a topping each, and let alone the plain pies, $14-15 a pop. You would definitely be more. It would be 50. Dude, I remember when we ordered pizza and shit, like at your place, we got like 2 or 3 pies and like some wings. It would always be like $70-80, dude.
Yeah,
It was
dude.
ridiculous.
3 pies, 9 toppings, $33. That's a fucking deal, bud.
Yeah, I should have told the broad to fucking. I mean,
And
when
it's
she
good
took
pizza. Everything there is. I haven't had a bad thing from that place.
Yeah, although pizza
Well,
station.
besides the wings, they bred the wings. They're a bunch of pussies that way, but
Yeah, I tell you what. I mean, I know it's like either your sticks suck or your sticks are good. Pizza Station definitely has good sticks. I mean, obviously they just buy them from.
were they battered or
No,
breaded?
yeah, they're battered. They're battered.
You prefer the battered over the breaded.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah.
Dude, when you like cook them and like you get them before they start to get mushier and that nice crunch, dude, nothing beats that. And their sauce is decent. When Pizza Station, that's the thing with Pizza Station, they're inconsistent.
Right.
You might get like a dope pie that's made well and the sauce was made well that day, and you got the right tub of the cheese with it because they mix the skim and the whole together, and maybe you got some more holes, so you got a little bit more grease in your pie, and you had a little bit more flavor and all that good stuff. Like our pie was good, and the fucking obviously, but they're just sticks. You just deep fry them. Really can't fuck that
Start
up.
going to Mamma Mia's, man. Cheaper, better.
Yeah, when the broad said she wanted to take a ride, I should have just been like, oh, go to Mamma Mia's.
Dude, I got a cheesesteak there on garlic bread with extra cheese and lettuce and raw onion and a Caesar salad. And the cheesesteak came with a fuckload of fries.
Yeah,
It was $13.
yeah, that's. I mean, it does kind of sound about right, but at the same time, it sounds about right. Maybe not getting fries with your cheesesteak.
Right.
Some places will charge $7-8 for a side salad and then like get to like 11, 12, 13 for a full
Right.
size. Because you guys didn't get a full size salad. You guys got like, but like like some places.
It was enough for 2, dude. It was
Yeah.
like a tin like this. It was a
it was a bigger tin.
Yeah, it was the bigger tin, man.
Wow, I wonder how they get away with being cheap. Maybe they must have like a really good plan with rent over there. They get to keep their prices low.
That or they're going to be out of business in a couple weeks. Like you remember that the pizza place in Sparta we always
I
liked?
do. Yeah, and they went out of business eventually.
And I was every
But their
time we
wings
got
were cheap and good.
$6, you got fucking like a dozen wings. So we would just order a shitload of wings.
We always did. We ordered so many wings,
And then
dude.
every time I'd be like, they're fucking up food costs, man. That's not going to go over well. And then like 2 months later, they were closed.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, the last couple football Sundays we called, no one answered. Yeah, I remember that.
Fuck. All right. So let's go back to the Sunday. So
Yeah, so your Sunday was definitely much more eventful, that's for sure.
You said your last shot was at 6 o'clock?
Something around there. Something to where I'm out of it today, but I wasn't hungover.
Okay. So the day starts normal. So me and my dad are there. We're having a couple cocktails. Well, he wasn't drinking. He had to drive. So he wasn't drinking. I had a cocktail. Dylon shows up. Champ Bailey shows up.
I was hanging out with Dylon.
It was cool. I like Dylon.
He was upset that He's like, oh man.
Everyone was upset you weren't there. By the way, you pissed off a lot of people.
Well, all right. Well, here's the thing.
I tried to defend you.
Yeah, no, you fucking asshole. Fuck
I actually
off.
did. I swear to God.
Yeah, you can fuck yourself. Here's what happened.
Well, now I'm never.
We had plans to watch the London game and then maybe see what you were feeling or whatever. You're like, yeah, dude. So Champ wants to hang out, and Dylon and my dad and Justin and Connor and Justin's fiance.
No.
Whatever. And like all of a sudden you're like, yeah, dude. Like, and just you had a whole other crew with 10 people. And I was like,
that's
dude.
what happened, but it's not how it happened.
Well, no, it was supposed
Bailey
to be Champ.
texts me. The second he texts me, he never gets to hang out on Sundays or hang out with me in general. Second he texts me, I'm like, fuck anything else. I'm having Champ over.
And I understand that. And if I had the new couch over, I would have been like, dude, even fucking like have everybody fucking roll through. I mean, I don't know. All the people that were here at your house last night, I don't know if I could have handled all that. That would have been. It's a lot for anybody, regardless of whose house we're at.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I only had like 4 people over, but you had like...
It was... So, yeah. So it's,
I mean, you had Chaz and his broad. You had Mr. and Mrs.
She didn't
Mondo.
show up for the football, though. She showed up later.
Okay, you had Mr. and Mrs. Mondo.
Mondo Hardbody and Mrs. Mondo Hardbody.
Yes. You had Dylon. You had Champ. You had your dad. You had Connor. That's 8 people.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard that one.
Come on, buddy.
Do you think that popped up?
Maybe.
I'll go back and check the tape later. We gotta get a solid fart for a soundboard when we get the soundboard too.
We'll start fart book up.
I'm gonna have to fart in the mic. That sucks. I'm gonna figure that one out.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe I'll take the pop filter off.
I want to say I'll leave
fart on it sideways at least. You know.
You put it like
and wipe it down with a baby wipe. Then
or like an air freshener over it.
No, because air freshener will block the sound.
Oh, whatever. I want to say I want to leave the room when you do this, but I don't trust you. Maybe I'll bring my mic with me, and then I'll leave the room.
You're acting like I've wiped genitalia on someone's pillow before. You act like I've done that.
You would never do that, but
not once. A couple months ago. I don't even. So what happened on Sunday?
So it's just I swear. It was actually a very calm fucking Sunday. Did you get and I remember like halfway through the Jets game, I went up and I did a shot. I was like, "You guys want a shot?" And like, actually no. Before I get to that, the first shot, everyone was there finally. So I'm like, "All right, let's rally the troops." I'm like, "Who's doing a shot?" And Connor looks at me. He was like, "It was like the first drive of the game." He's like,
"London or Giants or
Jets game." Jets. He's like, dude, nothing's even happened in the game. Like, can we have something big happen in the game before we do
were
a shot?
just like talking about that a week ago. How you're ridiculous.
How I don't stop. Yeah, I'm like,
gotta have a pregame shot.
I'm like, all right, I'll do one by myself. Fair enough. He's like, all right. And
I would have taken one with you.
I appreciate you. It was like 3rd
no,
and
you
4.
Don't.
Yeah, whatever. It was 3rd and 4, and Connor's like, he saw how depressed I was after he declined me. He went, all right. If the Jets make this first down,
stop or shot to stop.
He's like, if the Jets make the first down, I'll do a shot. I'm like, all right, fair enough. Jets, the only first down I think they had, the only 3rd down conversion I think they had the entire game. They make it. Thank you, liquor gods. And Connor goes, we're doing shots, and he got all pumped up. So we started doing shots.
Better than what is the feeling that takes over you when you get pumped about taking a shot, man?
I don't know, man.
Especially combined with football. When you need to take a shot because of football, like those two things get like when Jimmy Graham got that, almost caught that first touchdown in the game yesterday. Dude,
it was close.
I had Jimmy Graham first touchdown scored. Jimmy Graham 2+ touchdowns scored. Jimmy Graham on my fantasy team. Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy team.
And then you got fucked out because his ass
I had like, you have no idea. And I lost in the team that he's on for me in fantasy. I lost by a point of fucking half last night, dude. Latavius Murray and fucking Kirk Cousins just scored enough for fucking Hoff to beat me by a point and a half.
It was a touchdown though.
No, it wasn't. He was literally inches. It was inches. It wasn't. It was not. It was
I agree
inches.
with you. The ball did not cross the plane, but his ass did. His ass was the first thing to land.
But that's not how touchdowns work.
I know, but it's like, come on.
Oh no, you wish they fucked up the call because I would have started winning some money, and I don't bet huge money. I'm just trying to bet money to get it back,
right?
And just try to win a little bit so I can keep betting all season because I don't want to keep dumping money in it. That's my That's my strategy. And I'm like 3-4 games in, and I suck, people. I got $12 left, and I put it on like 3 or 4 different ways that the fucking
I got
Pats
15 left, bud.
Would blow out the fucking Bills today, and how much you would have bet it's going to be a fucking great close game.
Yeah, the Bills going to fucking blow them out. Oh, remind me, I should probably bet on that. Oh, it's too late.
I actually also bet a couple bucks on no turnovers because the odds are so high. I bet like $1 or $2, and I would win like 40 or $60. So I mean, there's no way. I mean, unless the Bills, I'd rather the Bills play a tough game and I lose on the point margins I bet on.
Right.
But if there's not a single turnover in the whole game, I think it's like $38 or like $48, something like that. I'm back in the game, dude. That's like a good 2 games worth of betting for me, bro.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, and I want something for Thursday night, dude. Just keep me going, liquor gods.
Thursday, boys.
What's the Thursday night game? That's something garbage.
No
it's a
idea.
garbage game, I think, right?
Thursday night games are never good. Ever.
But I still
like the matchups are never good. Like when the game actually starts, it's
not like a Monday night game where they actually care a bit about it.
Yeah,
you know?
like there's a lot of games where they're good, but no one's watching because they're like, I'm not fucking Cincinnati versus fucking the Seahawks.
Since I've gotten Sling and had the NFL Network, I've definitely been going hard on Thursday night games.
I always watch them. I'm just saying
because I stream everything, or I used to stream everything, and like I could still watch it, but like just that extra 2 minutes of work, it's like fuck Thursday night football. Yeah. But I got the fucking NFL Network. I'm like, fuck all your reality TV, babe. Thursday night football. Cardinals fucking, I don't know, what's another shit team? You're like, Cardinals Browns, let's do it. Like, just because it's like I got 2 clicks on Sling and I'm there.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to watch the pregame on NFL Network and throw it on early while I'm fucking getting shit done around the house.
I hear you, man.
It's great, dude. I fucking get the NFL Network on as much as I can, bro, just to catch up on shit.
Catch around up.
It's just a bunch of libs, though. Carson Wentz plays, but shut the fuck up. Fucking cunt.
So, my Sunday party was actually kind of tame. And it was around 4 o'clock where Mondo showed up unannounced, which is amazing. He wanted to surprise me.
That's awesome.
It was great. I was like, oh, a free Mondo?
There's no preparation. I didn't prepare. I haven't prepared.
And he like walked in and we're hanging out and I like went in the kitchen. I was like, he's like, fill them up. But he had the drive, so he didn't get too reckless. But so
did Mrs. Mondo Hardbody get fucking weird then?
No, because they both had the drive. They came at different times.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well whatever.
They're living in the city. They're
down. They're back in Jersey.
Holy shit! Was that even a year?
Yeah, probably a year. They're in Jersey City now, so they're still not close.
Yeah, but that bridge makes all the difference.
I know. Yeah,
coming over here or not. You know?
I know. But
it's like they still don't come to back to fucking Sparta every weekend anyways, but
yeah. So we're hanging out and I remember looking, I'm like, dude, this is kind of a fucking I got Connor here. And
only thing was missing was Fudge, baby.
And Mondo here. And this is a tame party. And I said that and they all went, should we turn it up? I was like, no, it's fine. Like we could just relax.
Let's turn it up, right?
And they all went, yeah, that's fine. We can relax. And then that didn't happen. Because the liquor started going. And then all of a sudden, that's where you heard it. The winds were swirling. The liquor winds. The Bronado winds. Swirling, dude. They got running hard as fuck, boy.
Well, you're an F3 though, huh?
What's that?
Well, actually,
dude, F3 is a high mark, man.
You know what? Give me a second.
Or B5.
No, give me a second to apologize.
Okay.
Let me just say. First off, F5's just about. Oh, you're calling them B5s?
Well, because for the the
it's
tornado,
F.
It's called
F.
It's a Fujita scale.
Yeah. Oh, Brogita.
So I call it Brogita scale. So it's a B3.
B5 almost never happens.
Not playing bingo, people. But
yeah. Yeah, fuck off with bingo. Unless we're like 80, then I guess I'll get drunk and play bingo if I'm alive. That
I get drunk and play bingo. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I hear you. It's basically gambling. Yeah, B5 almost never happens. B4
around twice in my life, I think.
B4 is basically a B5 with like one or two things missing.
Yeah, it's like there's one person that's not there, or like there's one last window broke or not broke. Like
like the intensity is basically still there, but only like 60 to 80%.
There's a missing.
There's one thing missing that could have turned to F. So it's almost the same thing. So that kind of barely happens. F3 is like insane. Like it's insanity to get that on just like a normal Sunday. Like maybe
it was a B2. Let me scale it down.
Like what do you consider? I mean, I consider fucking the
last
recent Super Bowl was probably a good F3, if not F4.
Probably
I think,
an F3. Right? The last F4 I hit
B4.
Was when someone drove down through the woods in the back of my house with their Subaru.
Over the rocks, through the woods, the bottom parking lot we go.
And then decided to drive back up the hill. Made it too.
Why don't I remember driving back up? Oh, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. No.
No, and that's not even trying to like hide a fucking stupid thing I did from the podcast. I would never take credit for something so glorious.
Yeah, so
especially because the guy who did it has way bigger biceps than me. He'd fuck me up.
He would. So like, yeah, those numbers don't happen often, and I'd say there's probably a B2. I apologize. It's about a B2.
You thought yesterday was a B2?
I thought it was a 3. I'm toning her back. It was about a 2.
So yesterday was a 2.
Yeah.
Okay, but you guys start drunk ghost hunting, right? Or just hiding shots in a dark basement? You sent me so many videos. I didn't. Eventually, I was just
don't even
like,
watch them. There's nothing to them.
At a certain point in the night, I get to a point where like, okay, I'm not answering Keith anymore. Like I'm just like my night of like fun and partying is like over, and I'm just like, I'm not at that level. I don't want to be at that level. I don't want to watch people at that level. I'm good.
All right. So like I was saying, the winds were starting to go. The liquor was flowing. The Molsons.
High two.
The Molsons were getting.
Oh, you bought Molsons? You had Molsons?
Yeah. Come on, bro. There was
he
liquor in us.
He bought Pilsners for the podcast.
I know. We couldn't find the Molsons.
So, almost shed a tear.
At our peak, instead of going, hey, let's watch the night game and watch the crowd fizzle out, someone decided to bring night vision goggles into the house. And then
I saw that. Those videos I watched.
Yeah. And then somehow we decided we were going to have a drunk shot relay race in a dark basement with night vision goggles.
You guys called me about buying a night vision camera, and you guys were all pissed at me.
I don't want to talk about that too much on the air because you got a Venmo and we're going to buy a camera. And this is legit starting. We're going to do it. We have to. The funds need to be put into it.
That's what we have to do.
It's too fucking funny.
You still haven't fully paid one single mic yet.
Yeah, I gave up on paying on these, buddy. Come on, man. I bought some chairs. I called her a day.
Yeah, that's true. You did.
So anyway, so we were talking about the night vision camera for the best show in the world that's coming out probably 2019, and someone brought the night vision goggles. And I went, dude, that's relay race. So we had the one chick who wasn't playing hide. There was 5 or 6 of us. So we'll just say it's 5. So we had 5 shot glasses down my pitch dark basement, hidden. And then the concept of the game was, okay, put the night vision camera goggle on. The second you go in that basement door closes, timer starts. You have to find the shot in the basement in the pitch dark with night vision goggles, do the shot, bring the shot back upstairs, time ends when the door opens.
So there's like 5 hidden around, and whatever one you're able to find, you do it?
No, so we thought about doing it that way, and then we're like, it's kind of it's not going to show the true champion that way. So we hit them all in the same spot.
All 5 of them?
All 5 of them.
So you only take one when you find all 5?
I mean, you could take all 5 if you're feeling ambitious. Ambitious? Yeah, that's the one. But, you're supposed to take one.
If I was there and I didn't have work the next day, I think I would have done. I would be like, this needs to happen.
It was so much.
I just would have took all 5 and came up with all 5 glasses like, I won the race, and like fell over.
Dude, it was like drunk fucking.
Were they full shots?
Yeah, come on, dude. It was like playing fucking. It was like fucking drunk like. like fucking Iron Man, dude.
Anybody like snag a fucking toe on something?
No, but I almost fucked myself up. First person goes.
Your house, of course. You'd be the one almost.
Well, this is why I
getting
lost
barbecue fucking paw prints all over my goddamn newly painted wall.
handprint. I'm not an animal. I'm a gentleman 2.0, buddy.
Doesn't make any sense.
So, first guy goes down. I think his time was like 2 minutes 45 seconds. Came up. He's like, it's actually pretty challenging. So
This is an awesome sounding game, though.
it is.
You don't take the shot downstairs. You bring it upstairs and take it. In
You
front of
take it, but
everybody?
then you got to bring the empty shot up.
Yeah, but who says they can't just support the sub pump and bring up the shot glass?
What are we fucking you? We're doing the shot, bud.
If I'm not going to do a shot, I'm going to tell you fuck yourself to your face. I've never.
what I'm saying.
I've never poured
we're all
shot.
respectful.
I've never poured liquor out same night of drinking in my entire life. Give me some fucking respect, bro.
If you didn't do the shot, you automatically lose. And
Yeah, I hear that, but
you could hide, you could drop in a sub pump, but that's kind of embarrassing.
You know what you need to do? Stop bragging about your sub pump. So next time we play, no one knows about it. He doesn't have a sub pump, people. Don't worry about it.
No sub pump.
So how many did every single person play? All 8? I guess 9 with the broad too, right?
No, Kristen wasn't here.
Oh. Jesus Christ, what she had to come home to, huh?
Yeah. I was like, babe, we're drunk.
Was Dylon here for this?
No, he was gone. It was me, Chaz. Chaz's bro, but she didn't play because she was hit the shot glasses and she was the timekeeper. Mondo.
Well, somebody's got to do
his
it.
girlfriend and someone else who I said I wouldn't name his name. The person who gave us the goggles. So
Oh, okay.
So we
I was going to say, if you know us, you probably already figured that out.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone knows who it is. So so we went down there. So he goes first. I'm second.
How sick do those things look? Because those...
It's harder than you think. So the way it works, it's
I saw the helmet. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? What? Are like any of us ever going to grow up?
no. It's not like the video game where you just put the thing over and you see a green light.
No, yeah. Because, well, they're binoculars that are connected to a helmet, and you have to look through the lenses, but the rest of it is dark around you.
Correct.
Yeah, it's fucked, dude. No, yeah, I get it.
It's a lot harder than you would think, and like you have to adjust the light the whole time too, because there was like I'm not gonna go too far into it, but it's harder than it looks to get.
I believe it. I believe it.
So for anyone in the military who has to use these things and try and shoot people in the dark, you guys are fucking talented. I couldn't even find a shot. So
You never found your shot.
I found my shot, but I fucked my time. I'm like, you know what?
Did we get to say where the hiding place was?
Yeah, I'll tell you where it was.
At the end?
Yeah.
Saving it for the end?
So I go down my basement and I'm like, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to scan thoroughly and I'm going to find this like a gentleman 2.0. Not going to find it, right? Looking around. So you walk in
First
my
guy
basement.
comes up. Harder than it looks, man.
Yeah. And the whole time you can hear the people upstairs talking shit about you, which is fucking great, dude. They're like, this fucking
loser.
fucking faggot. It's been a minute there, fucking guy.
Doesn't even wear night vision binoculars properly.
So my first instinct.
He just comes in with the helmet.
So underneath my stairs, there's a crawl space. I'm like, they gotta be in there. So that's my first go-to. I'm like trying to crawl in there, but the helmet's bigger than my head. So I keep hitting. I'm just like,
Good thing you didn't fuck your dome up, though. You got your brain in there.
trying to fit in there. I'm like, I can't fucking fit. And then I thought to myself, after wasting about 30 seconds trying to fit in there to look, not to get in there, I could fit in there, but trying to get my head in to look, I'm like, dude, the person before me is about 6'4", a much bigger person than me.
There's no way he went in here.
Exactly. It took me about 30 seconds to realize, you dumb fuck, it's somewhere else in the room. Go look.
Yeah.
And then, I'm scanning the place, and finally I found it. I found him, took a shot, ran upstairs. It was like 3 minutes. It was embarrassing. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, I think. 3 minutes,
This
20
is
seconds.
such a serious fucking game, dude.
It is, dude. You felt your heart was pumping. You were fucking getting into it, dude.
I'm so bummed I wasn't here for it.
Kidding.
But at the same time, I'm so happy because today would have been so much worse. Because I wasn't even hungover, but I was out of it and tired. You know, because I had a rough week. It was a long weekend.
Third up, Mondo Hardbody. Puts those
Let me
things
guess.
on-
He gets in there in like 18 seconds. He's in and out.
So the first person went was like, it's actually
Pass some ice.
Actually, pretty- oh, my man.
I need to get my second and last cocktail tonight going.
So first guy's like, it's actually pretty hard. I had a worse time.
Premium.
Yeah.
That means the bubbles are extra bubbly.
Bubbles. So we're thinking, all right, there's no way this fucking, even though he's a hard body, he ain't find these shots. Dude, the dude finished. All of a sudden, we're like talking shit about him, and we just hear knock on the door. I'm like, what? He finished in a minute, and I think like that could have been worse.
Yeah.
He finished in like a minute and like 40 seconds. He's like, yeah, Mondo Hardbody.
He won, huh?
He's the house champ.
Wonder how long that's going to last. Probably forever. Who the fuck's going to beat that time?
Yes,
Dude?
some people are pissed. They're like, I'm fucking training.
I'm going to figure this the fuck out.
So next person goes. He did a good job too. Like 2 minutes
too
and
much.
2 minutes. You'll be all right. 2 minutes and something. And then Sarah goes.
Miss Scusi.
I actually think the only person I beat was Sarah. So I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, could you imagine this scenario going on, dude? Just
I've been imagining it for like 20 minutes when you've been talking about it.
fucking night vision goggle shot relay race.
It's pretty fucking awesome. One of your better games, that is for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
There's acting like...
Sometimes I come up with some duds.
Because you're... some Scud missiles, you know, some just down in the dirt.
I thought this was a good one. We did a good job on this one. It was fucking fun. It was competitive. Everyone enjoyed it.
Remember the last time this exploded all over the place?
Yeah.
Gotta go slow. Okay, so what was Mondo was first place with a minute 40.
Yeah. I remember the times, but all right. So Mondo's the house champ. Congrats. Until next
Hold on.
time.
Good job, Mondo.
At one point after it was over.
Wouldn't want it to be anybody else, especially Keith.
Correct. I was proud of him too. So after it's all
How can you
said and
not be?
done, we're drinking more for some dumb fucking reason.
Makes sense.
And I go,
Whoa, where were they?
oh, they were in the basement. So you walk in my basements, you go down a set of stairs. There's a landing, then another set of stairs, and then what do you think? It's about like 30 by 30 feet down there.
Sure.
It's pretty big down there.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice sized basement.
So I got
sure.
the weight benches, and then I have the
Gotta curl it out drunk sometimes.
curl it drunk, and then I got the fucking furnace and water heater. And then there's a back part where you can walk back into as a sub pump, and then on the left there's another space. So they were against the wall on the left, but my suitcase was covering them. But she did it so good that the suitcase looked like it was against the wall, but really there were shots right behind them.
On suitcase against the wall, but they're okay. So she hit it.
So they were on the floor.
Because you gotta put it in a spot where like dirt and shit won't get in them either. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Dude, at this point of the night, no one cared about that. That's how fucked we all were, okay, dude? We're having shot relay races in the basement with night vision cameras. So, yeah, she put it on the floor, and it was so close to a wall that, like, you thought the suitcase was against the wall, and then I fucking looked. I'm like, you fucking motherfucker.
3 minutes and 40 seconds, huh? That's a pretty long time, bud.
Yeah, it was. But, so after it's all said and done, I'm like, dude, let's do a whole house run. I was like, go hide the shots upstairs. I think like at
You guys did it again?
No, we didn't. Thank God. Everyone's kind of like, you know what?
Yeah, one every now and then's a good, but
Everyone wanted to do the second round, but then everyone was also like, it's not a good idea. Someone's going to fall.
The basement's the best place to do it, too.
We could do it in the whole house. Just shut all the lights off. It was dark out. It would have been fine.
Yeah, but the basement, it's like, it's a big enough area and there's enough shit in your basement to hide them well.
Right.
But it's not like because what if you think you check a whole room and you leave the room, but they're in that room? Then you're going for like 8, 9, 10 minutes, and then at that point, people are just getting bored.
No, there'd be no boredom, dude. It'd be just constant. 8 minutes there, huh? You fucking cunt.
Yeah, like I'm gonna rip on. Not gonna say his name in Mondo Hardbody.
Yeah, of course you are, dude.
Dude, I tread lightly. I'm like, hey, am I right with the Molsons?
They'd be pissed at you if you didn't talk shit. That's what I would say.
Well, I guess in a certain way, like I'd probably go Canadian with her. I would just go just because it'd be like a nice joking around. You couldn't get mad at me when speaking like that.
Canadian, yeah.
It's not me. It's the Canadian fudge.
So that
he's the nicest guy around. Tell you what, there, bud.
So the 2 couples left. So it was just me and Connor. So me and Connor go, because now I can name his name again. Me and Connor go. We're like, dude, it's almost Halloween. Let's start fucking, let's play something, like play a scary game. He's like, I'm not fucking playing PT again. We've all been there. And
yeah, I heard that. That might have been yours this time. Because I didn't have...
Ghost, dude. Start talking about creepy
off,
shit.
Bud. Yeah. I told you about the shit happening in my house, right?
Yes. And we also talked about that yesterday. But we don't have to get into it on the podcast.
Why the fuck not? Ghost story, man.
Well, not now.
Coming out the day after Halloween. Or no, it's the day after Halloween.
Yeah, not now, right?
Maybe we should release it. Maybe we should release this tomorrow night, like a Halloween spooky special.
Maybe we should do a Halloween special. And you show up Wednesday and we just get drunk in my basement. Not gay.
It's a little gay, but I'm not worried about the homosexuality. I'm worried about the fucking career-changing exam I'm taking the next day. So
anyway, it's just me and Connor. We're at this point, we're like all in. Let's keep drinking. Liquor's slowly running out.
Well, both of you guys were off today, right?
Yeah. I rather worked. I got stuck at a car dealership all day. But anyway, I'm proud of my girlfriend. So we're drinking. He's like, let's do play a spooky game. So I'm trying to find, I fucking erased Slender Man apparently, which sucks because that would have been perfect to play.
And you couldn't just buy it or download it again?
I was fucking wasted, buddy. There was
you couldn't handle it?
There was no like.
All you gotta do is just search in the PlayStation Store again. It recognizes that you already purchased it and you just download it again.
I understand that.
Actually, the install file, I'm pretty sure, is...
I have a library with all my games that I could have went to and just went, download. That's all I had to do.
So you bought a new game instead?
I didn't. We were so fucking hammered, dude. Like shot relay races, dude. You're running around, blood's flowing, Yeah,
I guess there's a certain point where you're...
Yeah, I heard
it.
Yeah.
Ghosts?
Fucking ghosts. Not now, bud. Wait till after a podcast. So, yeah, dude, it was past that point where I could function a PlayStation. So I'm like, all right, fuck. So I was going to play that Layer of Fears game that Jack bought, kind of. And I erased that too because I downloaded so many games the past couple months, so I had to get rid of some shit. So I'm like, fuck it, let's watch a movie. So we're like looking through movies.
Oh, by the way, American Psycho on fucking Amazon Prime, dude.
Free?
Yeah. Yeah.
And sick. I've never seen that movie, dude.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to get into it now.
God.
I don't want to get into it.
We're not, but I mean, the bro's never seen it either. And I'm like, babe.
I've seen clips.
That's probably what we're going to watch on Halloween, I think. That's going to be the movie. Because, like, I told her, I was like, you are going to love this movie. And it's going to become one of your favorite movies. It's fucking ridiculous.
It looks
how good
awesome.
It is. No, you're gonna. It just holds up. Like I only watched a couple of years ago. Buddy of mine I used to work with was telling me about it. He's like, dude, you're fucking up, bro. Go watch the fucking movie. And it was only on Netflix for a little bit, and I ended up fucking Ghost, dude. I ended up catching it somewhere. I forgot on what platform. It might have been Netflix before it hopped off.
That's possible. Yeah.
And I was just like, I can't believe I went this long with not seeing this movie, dude. Christian Bale is fucking perfection in it. But go ahead. So what movie you find?
So we're going through the things. It's like, all right, that's $3. Not that $3 is a matter of anything, but I couldn't figure out how to re-download a fucking game. I can't put my zip code in. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This is how drunk we are.
You didn't have your payment plan on there on Amazon, or
I do, but I still have to put my zip code every time.
Oh, what do you have? Some type of like?
I get it's actually, you know what? It's not put my zip code. I think that's just
authentication.
I think that's just a password to buy something as our zip code, or something like that.
Be careful how much you state. here on the
Well, I didn't
public
say my zip code there, bud.
Yeah, but you know how many people have been to your home? We mentioned where you lived before.
Feel free to go on my Amazon, figure out my login, and then fucking put my zip code in. I don't give a fuck.
Well, you will if somebody figures the fuck
buy
out.
something good so I can watch it, man. American fucking Psycho or something.
Well, that's free on.
Well, by the time they figure it out, it might not be. So, so all of a sudden we're going through these horror movies, and then Fourth Kind pops up.
Oh,
And
God,
like I looked at
what
Connor.
a killer movie,
Yeah,
dude.
I looked at Connor. I was like, I know it's not like Halloween, but do you want to watch this? He's like, dude, fuck yeah.
Dude, and just you and him too. So you're with a big group of people. It's one thing because there's always going to be somebody making jokes, and it'll be funny.
Right.
And you'll have a good time watching it. But it's not the same as just you and a bro
Dude, it was so
watching The
creepy.
Fourth Kind hammered. That movie is real up there with me.
It's so good,
The
dude.
end when they have like those fake interviews, like claiming it's the real people or whatever, dude. Like that. Remember that lady? And she's just all skinny and her eyes are popping out of her head and she's like crying and she's like, "My child's never coming back and no one cares." And you're like, "I don't know what I'm doing." Like,
Apparently, they make her eyes bigger when she does interviews. That was like a part of that. So her eyes aren't that popped out. That was just like a thing.
dude, I'm thinking about it now, and it's literally giving me chills. Like it's freaking me the fuck
Yeah,
out.
it's
Like I'm
creepy
getting
as fuck.
goosebumps on my legs right now.
It's so creepy, right?
I
That could be
don't
that
think
could
I
be the
could-
ghost too. There's a ghost in here. Right now.
I'm not.
He enjoys the podcast.
I'm not kidding.
Thanks for listening, bud. But if you can figure out how to,
Do you know the Liquor Gods? Do you have it in?
I prefer if you listen, if you could, download it on your Ghost Pad, so we get a view or two.
Your ghost pad. Could think of anything better. Hey, ghost, can you download our episode of our podcast on your ghost pad?
I want to
Seriously.
say iPad, but Ghost Pad sound better.
If you have not seen The Fourth Kind,
It's a great movie,
Bro.
man. If you don't like aliens, don't fucking watch it.
no. Man the fuck up and watch it. You'll have some night. Dude, it's such a good movie, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking
That
spectacular.
fucking annoying sheriff. I'm the man, and you guys are all dumb. That guy pissed me off. I don't know who the actor.
Didn't he see the UFO at one point and he was like,
Yeah, but like in the
"There's
beginning,
still no UFO."
he's just such a cunt, dude. Like that. They always have that over the top guys going, "You're wrong. I'm right."
Yeah, because he just doesn't want to
I'd
believe.
spit on that guy if I met him. He'd be like, "What the fuck, dude? You're like a B-list
You acted in a
actor, bud.
movie once.
You ever watch Fourth Kind? Yeah, you were in it. You're an asshole." And dude, so the best part of the movie is, the best part of us watching this movie, Kristen walks in.
She doesn't like signs, right?
Hate signs, which is embarrassing. But I think I can't remember too much, but I think she appreciates / might like Fourth Kind.
I mean, Fourth Kind's amazing.
It is.
I can understand you not liking signs if like you think Mel Gibson sucks, or you might think M. Night Shyamalan's like stuff is corny.
Right.
If you think you should, like, you know what? Like,
He was in that movie. I forget about that.
Good need a ride home. That's the best fucking pun in any scary movie ever, dude. Because when that like finally hits you, because it's so subtle, and you realize that it's like, oh my god, you killed the guy's wife, and you're asking for a ride home. It's fucking best. But yeah, he always does that. He's always in his movies, I think, for like a minute or two here or there. You know,
Right. Yeah, but yeah, she
kind of like
walks in.
Tarantino.
She walks in. She's like, like she just sees me and Connor in the dark drinking, and then looks at the TV, and it's fucking that the hot broad that was in Resident Evil
Yeah.
playing a therapist. She's like, oh no, like
Was it the very beginning then, like the first interview that she
no.
does in the movie?
It was like about quarter way through the movie, but just Chris was like, I don't want to walk into this. Like out of all things.
Yeah, to walk into.
Like she's like, if you guys were doing night vision goggle races, at least I would have been like, all right, well, I'll play.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to come home and relax. You guys are watching this dumb movie. She literally
She go like right upstairs.
almost. So like she hung out for a little bit. She's like, where's the booze? I'm like, there's not much booze left. There's some Tito's. She's like, where's the club soda? I was like, No club soda.
Oh my God, you guys are just drinking only vodka and that's it?
Yeah. So she's just.
I mean, I'd do it too if I had to.
if need be.
If need be, though. Yeah,
so
the pets are there, but
I didn't finish the movie. I'm like, you know what? I have to fucking go to bed. So I go to bed for like 5 minutes.
where the fuck is this gonna go?
So I lay down. I try and go to bed, but fourth kind's going on.
Is Connor still watching?
Connor's still watching. I hear his fucking Connor voice just going, oh.
Just making noises by himself and shit?
Well, Kristen was sitting next to him.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I left the man behind. I'm like, I'm finishing this movie. And I come back downstairs and Kristen's like, oh, fuck no.
Well, yeah, I've been there when you're that drunk to where she's just like, fuck. And then like, and then me being like the only person left or whatever, then you leave, you're like, no, you're leaving? You're leaving me alone with him? Like, It's your guys' mortgage. I got to go home, lady.
So it happens. She's like, go to bed. I'm like, fucking fourth kind, babe, right? So literally I lasted like another 10 minutes. And I was like, you know what? I actually really have to go to bed. I brought my vodka cup up with me for courage. Oh. Yeah. So I brought the vodka cup just in case I got that urge to like.
Were you drunk enough to like actually be scared?
Scared of the fourth kind?
Or like having shit running through your head?
I thought about the whole time watching that movie. I'm like, this is gonna suck. But
I'd be like popping on every light on the way upstairs, like fucking alien ain't gonna get me, motherfucker.
I was fine though. And I brought my vodka cup up and I just passed out and woke up with a pretty full vodka cup in the morning. And
that's probably good.
Kristen's like, yeah, so I was downstairs.
Wake up like,
oh, yeah, I probably would. So Connor's like, or I was like, so Kristen, when Connor passed out, she's like, same time you did. He was just fucking laying there. She's like, I just went in the fucking podcast room and drank wine. Like, I wasn't gonna fucking deal with either of you.
She's sitting here probably on her phone and drink wine, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Kristen.
Yeah, so that was mine.
In our defense, she's the one who signed the fucking mortgage with you, bud.
Yeah, she's stuck.
Got him. I'll tell you what, the last movie that like got me like that, like I was saying, like, dude, were you like fucking scared going to bed or whatever? Last movie that got me like, because sometimes if I watch weird, scary shit and it's actually like a well-made movie and shit,
right,
it'll get me in dreams for like 2 or 3 nights to where like it'll fuck with me a little bit. Or like actually like, when it's like it's dark in your house and you're like, what? Every other day in the you like maybe you wake. I mean, I wake up around 6 a.m. every day, so sometimes I might wake up around 5, and my dick's like, "No, man, we're not waiting. We're pissing now." And I'm like, "You little piece of shit!" You walk down the dark,
tiny shit,
little miniature fucking asshole. So like after watching this movie, it was actually like a Netflix only movie, but I think it was still a Stephen King movie. It's called Gerald's Game. It's about, I don't know, you might have seen like a commercial about it or whatever. It's actually the bitch who plays the mother in The Haunting of Hill House.
Okay.
She's the main actress in it. Now, for anybody who hasn't seen this movie yet and actually really wants to, I'm going to ruin the most fucked up part about it for you that makes it a fucking awesome Stephen King movie.
That's fine.
So,
fuck them, right?
And, we're going to be doing emails probably like another 10, 15 minutes, so maybe just skip ahead. So this movie, right, all the commercials you see about it, it's about this woman and her husband that are in a rocky marriage. They go to their little vacation spot up in like the woods somewhere, right, in like the middle of nowhere, basically. On the way, they see this dog. It's like a stray dog. It's like, I think it's like a nice German Shepherd or something. And she wants to feed it. And like being, like, oh, and the husband's like being a dick to her, like, what the hell are you doing? But being a cocksucker.
It goes both ways, man. I play video games. I remember in Fallout when that dog was there. Fallout 4, you're like, you can befriend it or not, and you do, and he's a great dog. But I also remember playing not Resident Evil. Walking Dead.
That episodic game that they came out with.
Yeah, and like one of the first. I think it's the first season. Whatever. Anyway, one of the Walking Deads is like a dog. He's like starving. You're like, oh, I'll give you my food, and he just fucking tries to kill you.
Yeah.
Never trust the dog, dude. I don't trust my dog.
So just wait, dude. Stephen King is a genius. Who, for anybody who doesn't know, and if you don't,
he's raping people in his basement, though. He's a creep.
I hope not, because then I would have to stop liking Stephen King movies. Or I wouldn't say
Well-
that, but I would stop,
You know that guy's... Have you ever seen him? He a creepy looking dude, man.
he looks like the only activity that he partakes in is rape. So I've seen his face before. I get where you're coming from. So she throws a steak at the dog, and like the dog still acts weird, even though you could tell he's like stoked with the steak or whatever. So the whole movie is based around and everything they advertise with it and everything, because you kind of saw it like all over Netflix and stuff. Netflix put some money into advertising this movie, because I remember seeing a bunch of shit about it before it came out.
Right.
The whole thing is the married couple is having trouble. They go up to this cabin, or it's kind of like a fucking small mansion. It's a fucking big house, like a cabin. And they're trying to spice up their sex life or whatever. And she gets handcuffed to the bed, both hands. And
Ballsy.
This is the whole fucking movie. He's about to like, fucking get a little busy and like, and I think the whole thing is like he's trying to say like, oh, I can't believe we're doing this again. Like, don't tell my wife. I guess their marriage is so shitty that they're like trying to fake and like role play in their love life or whatever. He has a heart attack right in the middle of them going, and the bedposts are so far apart. The whole point of the movie is that she's just stuck there.
That sucks, bud.
So he dies, falls off the end of the bed. Fucking AMF. That's a wrap for him.
You know what? If you have heart issues, man, you can't be handcuffing people.
Well, this guy was Jack, man.
Too much creatine.
If I'm nutting and not dying, and that guy's, I'm fucked in a couple of years, dude.
Too much creatine, bud.
Yeah. So he's at the end of the bed. That's a wrap on him, right? So I want to say is there something wrong with that marker being on the floor? You're like looking
I'm
at me
trying to
like
pick up the marker with my foot, but keep going.
Okay. So it gets to a point. So she ends up being there for, I want to say it's like 3 to 4 days total. It's something around there.
Probably lost all water weight though, so that was good for her.
I couldn't have been much longer, because you can't live too long without water. And she ended up having a
3
cup of water
days
there.
tops without water.
Yeah, so it wasn't too long, but the whole point of the movie is to make it seem like she's losing her mind. So she starts hallucinating and starts seeing her dead husband, but it's like these battles are having back and forth, and she's like arguing with him and this and that, right? That starts to happen. Then eventually, I think, because the door might have been left open, or like the door was like, because it's like it's warm, it's a cabin, it might have been a screen door.
Right.
And the body's been there. At this point, it's like a day or two, so animals obviously smell that shit. They recognize it. So the dog comes
That's fucking creepy, dude.
Dude, you don't even know what I'm about to get to, bro.
Yeah,
and this is why I'm telling you this movie fucked with me for a couple nights, because it was fucking not okay, dude.
Don't handcuff your ladies, bro.
Yeah, no, at least just one hand, dude. Like, come on.
Or at least leave the key within, you know.
You can't do both, dude. That's fucked, dude. Like, I mean, I guess you can, but
I've been there. And
two hands?
Yeah, I've lived, so.
Nice.
I'm lucky. I'm a survivor.
So the we can't even go into like what that could be compared to make that even more fucked up, but just use your imagination and make funny jokes.
Yes, please. That's where the joke was going.
Yeah. I'm a survivor. All right. So the dog comes in, starts eating her husband on the floor, right? Here and there, like starting to take little bites out of him, and she's like trying to like scare him
Same
off
dog?
and stuff. Yeah. Same dog. That's like the whole point. I mean, who knows about all the metaphors that you're supposed to be connecting, and who knows how many of them I connected. So the dog's, and at first she's getting pissed at the dog, right? Like, get the fuck away from my dead husband, whatever. Then eventually the dog starts getting pissed at her, like, bitch, I'll fucking eat you too. So he starts nabbing at her feet a little bit.
Oh, no.
Stuff like that. I think she ends up kicking him or something. She ends up getting
I would have put him
away.
in a triangle, probably. I'd fucking triangle that dog.
Yeah, bite your fucking cock off with no hands.
No, because you get a good triangle. He didn't bite nothing.
So, it's not the first night. It might be the second night. She starts, because you got to think she's hallucinating. She's not hallucinating the dog, I don't think, because that was definitely happening. But she definitely was hallucinating, obviously, her husband and like talking to him.
Or he was a ghost.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's supposed to be hallucinations, because they lead you to a next part that's supposed to be hallucinations. At night, she starts seeing this guy in the room. Like, she starts, she's falling asleep in and out, whatever, but she's trying not to like fall asleep because she starts to see this guy in the room, like this weird figure, big, tall, like kind of deformed figure. But even when you first see it, you're like, oh, dude, she's freaking out. She's dreaming. She's dehydrated. She's losing her mind, whatever. So she's trying not to fall asleep and shit because she's thinking she's hallucinating in her dreams and shit and losing her mind. So she's trying to stay up, and this fucking guy's in there and shit. And he's like, he's like in the corner and he's like kind of hanging out. And
he's Louis C.K.ing it, just fucking rubbing one out.
He's not doing that, but he looks like the guy looks weird and deformed, so it makes it seem like it's a hallucination.
Come on, buddy.
I know
you're not me.
A hallucination, right? So, like, and I don't know if he tries to talk to her a little bit here or there, and she's like, you're not real, go away, whatever. So this shit's going like on and off for like an hour and a half, and you're like, Jesus Christ, dude, like, oh my God. So she gets to a point where something the glass, there was a small glass of water in it, and she was able to somehow like get it over to her, and she did something to where she got a little bit of water in her. I forgot how. It was insane, but it made sense when it happened. Then she found a way to break the glass.
Right.
Cut her wrist, and this part I turned away because I can't do stuff like this in movies.
She was lubing her wrist up to get the hand out?
No, she cut her wrist real good, so she started ripping her hand like through the handcuffs. After like 3 or 4 days, this is when she decided, all right, this is it or nothing. I'm either going to bleed out and die here doing this, or I'm going to fucking live. So she cuts her wrist and starts dragging her hand through the handcuff, and the handcuff is just ripping her hand like off of her wrist to get small enough to slip it through, and you see like skin and I'm like, oh, fuck off, like I can't do this. So
what was she handcuffed to again?
The 2 bedposts. Both hands were fucking. Like the way they did it good to where like it could have been possible. I'm not explaining it that well because I only saw it once a while ago.
I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of beds.
Oh, like last year. I only saw it last year.
I think my first option would
Wouldn't you just break a bone or two, just ripping your hand through?
No, I think eventually I'd wear down the fucking bedpost, man. Just keep fucking banging on them.
She couldn't get much closer than like probably that, I think.
That's enough. You need 3 inches, dude. Just keep flapping those wings, baby. That's just. Would you buy it from IKEA? That's just falling apart eventually, dude.
We gotta think. I mean, I'm not trying to make a joke here, but she was a woman, so you gotta think. No, she's not. You know what I mean?
What
like women.
say, Fudge?
I'm saying that it's just a pure fact that women have less muscle density than men.
You're saying IKEA is stronger than women?
I'm not specifying or comparing the strength of women to any furniture.
Right, keep going. I've said my piece.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And no, even in the bed too, they made the bed like pretty bulky. Like even like, you know, that's the thing too though. You only have so much energy. You know what I mean? When you're sitting there for a while hoping that someone's gonna fucking come for you for some reason, but you're in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So no one is. So this whole time, they're making it seem like she's hallucinating about this guy in the room and all this shit.
Not hallucinating. Just some creeping Louis C.K.'s in the room, baby.
Dude, so there's a part of the movie when so like I said, she thinks she's hallucinating, seeing this guy on and off, whatever. She finally gets out of the house and she finally gets out and her hand's all fucked up, but she's like, she finally gets free because I forgot how she gets the other hand out. I don't remember if there was something around.
You get one hand free, you get the key.
Well, I think the key was somewhere close enough. Yeah, I think the key was close enough. So she's able to fucking almost rip her whole hand off. And then I think she's able to reach the key from there and then fucking do what you gotta do. And she's like freaking out, like running. And she did this at night. Because I think it was like the 3rd or 4th night where she couldn't handle another night of like hallucinating, like fighting with her husband, like her and this fucking weird guy that she thinks she's seeing and shit like that. And the fucking dog eating her husband, trying to eat her. You know what I mean?
What happened to the dog? The guy scared her away?
Well, I don't remember the top of my head. I always saw this movie
once. It doesn't matter.
So I don't know. Yeah, the dog just might have... Because, you know, keep trying to scare the dog off or whatever. The dog was getting pissy with her, and he was like, no, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to eat you, too. So that's the thing. She was like, all right, I'm either going to fucking die and bleed out here or I'm going to fucking do it. So she does it. She gets out, and she's, like, freaking out, thinking, like... Because I think she might have been seeing the guy in the house, too, but she's not sure about it, I think. I'm having a tough time remembering. So if you did see the movie, I'm sorry if I'm fucking it up. She gets in the car. She gets in the car, starts driving, and she's just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm alive. I just need to get to a hospital, whatever. And then all of a sudden, in the rearview mirror, she thinks she sees the guy, freaks out, crashes the car into a tree.
Rookie move, bud.
But you got to think how dehydrated you are and how much you're losing it. It kind of makes sense. But she got far enough down the road to where she got close to the next house. Because when she hit the tree that was close enough to the next house, the horn's going off. It's like, after she crashes. You know what I mean? So the people in that house, they say whatever. So there's like the next 10, 15 minutes of the movie where she's like, like drawing things and like trying to whatever. And like, I think she might have written a book about it. So she kind of becomes like a famous author, whatever. So then one day on TV, she's seeing something about a trial for a murderer. And then they show the guy's fucking face. It's the fucking guy that was in that house, dude. I'm getting chills talking about this, right? I'm freaking the fuck out.
Sounds pretty cool.
I'm ruining it for you, but I think like if you're drunk, you'll still have dude, I didn't expect. That's the thing with Stephen King, dude. He fucking gets you, bro. Every time.
Text me a link, actually. I'll watch that. Text me
it is good. You think you see the thing on Netflix, you're like, oh, the bitch gets stuck in a bedpost. Who the fuck gives a shit? But Stephen King always gets you, bro. He always fucking does it. I'll text you the name of the movie. It's a Netflix movie, so it should still be on there. And it only came out like last year. So she sees it, and then that's when it all comes together for you, and you're like, that fucking guy was real. So like the whole time you start to think back in the movie, like when he was just there and like fucking with her, and you think she's hallucinating because the guy's all deformed and he's real tall and weird, and they explain like, oh, he has this disease, and this is why he's this big, and like you're like, oh my fuck, dude. It's like, it's crazy. Like I didn't see it coming, but I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't try to like
simple fudge.
I don't try to like figure out movies and stuff. Just trying to enjoy it and let it do its job. Like I thought the whole time I was like, I think me and the bro were going back and forth. Like, you think he's real? No, he can't be real. No way. It's a Stephen King movie. She's just hallucinating some weird guy, but he ended up being some like crazy serial murderer. He did something too with like, I think he like took bits and pieces of like her husband and like kept a little jewel box of like teeth and ears or some shit.
Well, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, he did a bunch of weird shit, whatever it was. There's a lot more that I'm leaving out and like fucking up that makes the movie even like crazier and scarier with like the whole guy being. That's the thing. You think the whole thing is about
Halloween's coming, people.
You think the whole thing is about her being stuck in this bed. She's gonna dehydrate and starve to death, whatever. And you think she's just losing her mind fighting with her husband. Like, that's what you think. And then just that curveball from Stephen King comes out of nowhere and this fucking weirdo killer thing. And then it kind of ends kind of gay. She just ends up going up and like going up and like at his trial and just like walking in and everybody's like, because like everybody I guess knows the story because I think she wrote a book about it or whatever. And then she became famous and she just walks up. She's like, you're shorter than I remember.
# me too, man.
And, well, he never touched her. The guy never touched her.
That's kind of embarrassing.
All right. But it's just fucking, it's a good one. I know I just ruined the entire fucking movie for you guys.
No, I'll watch the movie. That sounds dope.
Yeah, I'll text for it. Let's get into emails because we're already
we gotta open the
half.
gift first, bud.
Huh?
We gotta open the gift.
We got a gift? We'll get the gift going. Let's go.
I hope this is not another thing that pisses Kristen off.
See, you say that, but now you're laughing.
Well, I mean, will you videotape this one, bud?
All right, let me get a video going. All right, there, feller.
Fucking hell. Fucking Mike, bud.
You lubed her up too much. Start opening it.
Too much lube.
Just start opening it. Now, who's this from?
I don't know.
Really? You literally don't know?
No, I do know, but...
Can you not say their name?
I believe this is from Connor.
Okay. I'm excited about this. Connor doesn't suck at giving gifts. Like our Filipino-Irish counterpart.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, he does. It's the exact opposite of what you hoped it wouldn't be, isn't it?
Come on.
That's a gigantic poster of Donald Trump, isn't it?
You know how much trouble I got for the fucking star, bud?
We're not hanging that fucking thing up, dude. There's only so much trouble. Oh, my God. It's a gigantic fucking portrait of Donald Trump, dude. Let's at least see the face. What does it say? Trump Wall Construction Company? Actually, you know what? That's kind of funny. Let's see. You know what? Talk to the broad. See if we can trade the star for the construction wall company thing. Here, show the camera. Show the camera for the boys. All right, so to just explain to you, it's like a big like poster, like literally like 2/3 the size of Finn, and it's got a big fucking picture of Donald Trump, and it just says Trump Wall Construction Company Incorporated, and has a brick wall. That see that is comical. You know what I mean? Like that makes sense when you see it.
Yeah.
All right, video's done.
She's gonna get so mad.
She'll get real mad, dude. That's definitely your problem. So you figure that out when you get to it. I ain't buying a frame for that either.
No, we're not.
It should go.
If you're gonna send me a poster, give me a fucking frame, bud. I'm tacking this thing. You're thinking here?
I mean, that's the only space for it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there isn't too bad either. I don't want, dude. I don't want to just keep getting all this Trump shit, man. Like that's funny. It's funnier that the Trump star is just different. That just makes it seem like we're fucking. I mean, we are cocksuckers. Can't send anything else, man. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna hang it up and just see whenever she notices?
Yep.
She's gonna get fucking pissed, dude.
Yep.
She was real pissed about the star.
Yeah, but it's I don't want to get into it. It's fine. Let's do some emails.
All right, I think we only got like 2, so
We actually have. Where we at? What's our time, bud?
an hour and 35, so it's good we only have 2.
Shot likes. Email it. Shot likes. Email it.
Let me start sending that video to you so I don't have to remember to do it later.
By the way, thanks, Connor.
Come on, where is it?
What are you looking for?
I just want to go. Is that what I have to do?
I have no idea. I do not know what you're doing.
I'm just trying to send you the fucking video.
Oh.
There's like an update, so now like I don't know what's happening. Can I just fucking go to my photos?
Also, I'm out of Schweeps, but thank God for Connor. These glass Schweeps bottles over here, bud.
Oh yeah, those have been hanging out, right?
So Connor's housewarming gifts were a signed photo of him in a frame in his Marine uniform and some glass bottle Schweeps. Technically, it's Schweppes. I call them Schweeps.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Whoa.
Oh, we do literally only have 2 emails. Okay, first one, Daddy Diddles. Subject, he's got jokes. So you know where this is going, right?
I have no idea, actually.
It's not a black joke this time, so I think we're good.
Thank God. Come on, bud.
What do you call a Mexican midget?
Senorita.
That's,
Now let me rethink
I'm
it.
pretty sure that's just a word that means, female.
That means broad.
in Spanish. You're probably not going to get it.
Mexican midget.
Way off, bud. A paragraph. Because he's not a full essay. It's good.
By the way, can we, before we finish this email, that's fucking funny. We never got to our Urban Dictionary things, bud. So
You want to do it after? There's only one email left. It's Ross's.
yeah,
right?
we'll do it after that. But all right, yeah, we keep going. Yeah, keep.
Well,
going.
you got 1 or 2 to list off, right?
Yeah, and I want people that email us to give us their best Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, well, we'll say that right before we do. That's because it's the plan we want to do. We want to start
then-
getting people to send us Urban Dictionary terms.
Yeah. So do we? So if they send us like, let's say fucking 5 people send us one, we read off the best one that we think is the best.
Yeah, I guess we could do something like that. We can do it, and then if you want every week, just send it again. Or if we can keep a pool of them or something like that, and we can just pick one of them here and there, because I'm sure there's only so many.
And I'm going to come with at least one every week on the morning after pill.
Yeah, we'll start that up. We'll explain a little bit more before we get to it.
Okay. Go.
So, Ross, it's a glorious day to be a Browns fan.
So they fired everyone.
Well, they fired the coach and the offensive coordinator. Is there any more than that? That's all I've heard as of like 1 p.m. today. Number 1, ha 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 ha. Fuck Hugh Jackson. So glad he got fucking fired. He was a shit head coach. I thought he'd last the season, but he just kept proving he's a piece of shit. Most penalized team in the NFL equals bad coaching. Questionable time management skills equals bad coaching. Passing blame around to excuse yourself equals bad coaching. Get fucked, you. Though I wish they'd also fire Greg Williams for the defense being garbage after a pretty good start to the season, but can't win them all. Number 2, I must thank the Giants. This season, whenever I get upset about the Browns' inconsistency, I just look at the Giants and feel so much better and regain a little bit of hope. That's a pretty impressive talent they have. Blake Bortles level of impressive, if you ask me. On behalf of Brown fans, thank you. Number 3, how about them Red Sox? What the fuck is your problem, Ross? What did I ever do to you? Number 4.
Calm down there.
I don't even... He's just shitting on me.
I fucking love Ross, so calm the fuck down, man.
I love Ross, too. Fuck the Red Sox. Who gives a shit? Number 4, I don't even care about baseball, but Yankees fans amuse me. Ha ha. I mean, to speak seriously about it, it's one of the most... I mean, I don't even like... Like, I like baseball a lot, and I'll watch as many Yankee games as I can, whenever I can. But to pay attention to all of it is insanity. The fucking ghost, man, doesn't stop.
Calm down there, Ghost.
The Red Sox...
WD-40?
This year's Red Sox team is like one of the most outstanding fucking baseball teams, dude. Like...
Much better than the Yankees.
In a certain sense, they're pitching, starting pitching, yes. They're fucking hitting, dude. All the averages of everybody was like so high, dude.
They're the opposite Yankees. Like the Yankees were like
plus the home runs too. Like the Yankees broke like an MLB record this year with their home runs. They hit the most home runs ever in a season by a team.
They didn't break average record.
Exactly. That's the thing. All the Yankees have is the home run. And the Mets in that World Series a couple of years ago were kind of like that, right? Weren't they like relying too much on the home run?
Well, they had amazing pitching, but yes.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Oh no, yeah.
Pitching.
I'm not comparing the Yankees pitching this year to that.
Yeah,
pitching.
and they
That's
were
not what I'm doing.
Home run or bust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's fun and exciting to watch a team like that, but in the playoffs, it usually gets you, man, because the pitching's going to come through, and you ain't hitting all those home runs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's what. Yeah, I mean, that's it, dude. The Boston Red Sox were, and you know what? Huge Price fucking came through, dude. Not the I know the Yankees series. He didn't do well, and then the Yankees got whooped quick, so he didn't have to pitch Game 5.
Right.
But then the rest of the fucking playoffs, dude, he was finally fucking on his game, and now people can't talk the shit to him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that was probably a huge thing for them too, fucking Price coming through. But yeah, fuck the Red Sox. Number 5, nerd follow-up from the last map. If you're not knowing, that's the morning after pill, what you're listening to, cunt. Keith brought up a tough section of Final Fantasy X. You did?
Yeah, and
that he couldn't quite remember except that it was a snowy area. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now I remember. I'm pretty sure he's talking about the boss Seymour Flux at Mount Gagazet, if that's how you pronounce it. Gagazet? Yeah, I think there's like different forms of Seymour in that game, so that makes sense. I just recently replayed 10. Dude, the voiceovers in that game, Ross.
yeah, we understand that.
Well, I just wanted to bring it up real quick. Like, he's going to be in this car or whatever. Like, yeah, Fudge, they fucking suck. Hefe was playing that last year. He's replaying that game. Because I love that game. That was like another,
game, yeah. I
like
wish I beat it.
the whole brand new engine that, they did. And like, it was such an exciting game. It was really fun. An amazing fucking story. But holy shit, is the voice acting, at least in the English version, horrific, dude. Just recently played 10 at the end of last year, and that boss was indeed a complete pain in the dick. I give props to Keith for remembering that. Most people gloss over Final Fantasy X because of the atrocious voice acting. There you go. It's still incredibly bad. It is really bad, but everything about that game, everything else about that game I love.
Everything about that game is great. I wish I beat it, like I said.
Give it a shot, dude. And it's really when, like...
Well, how am I going to give it a shot? I have a fucking PlayStation 2.
You can get it on they re-released HD versions of 10 and 10 too. You can 100% buy it on the PS4 store.
Yeah?
I guarantee you. If I'm wrong, I'll buy you a copy.
Heard.
But I'm telling you, it was re-released HD. I guarantee you it's on PS4 store. Because I know it's different in the PS3 and PS4 what they do.
Yeah, it is.
The backwards compatibility.
All right, yeah, I definitely want to play it. Well, Fallout 76 coming out. Fucking
yeah, no, you're fucked for months.
Yeah.
The game is actually a lot better than I remember it. One of my favorite stories in the series with a good cast of characters and an exceptionally fun battle system. Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree with everything you just said. 6, Dan, where would you rank Tactics comparatively to the rest of the Final Fantasy series? I usually have it out when I think about my favorite Final Fantasies, but I'd be hard-pressed to not put it in my top 5. It might even edge out 12 For top 3 for me, it's an incredibly underrated entry in the series. The story is an incredibly complex, but it's top tier in my opinion.
Well, it's a different thing, though. It's a different game.
It is, and that's a reason why it almost fell through the cracks in a certain sense.
Right.
I don't know, like, comparing it sales-wise or anything, but I remember being younger and thinking about the popularity of Final Fantasy and, like, who played which games, and obviously 7 was super high on the list. It was the first Final Fantasy I ever played. It may have been the first JRPG that I played. I'm almost positive it might be. Now, this is back
Tactics?
in, like, this is like, no. Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, okay.
And this is like 5th or 6th grade when I played Final Fantasy 7. I came in like almost right when it came out.
Right.
Tactics came out, I think, a little bit after 7, like in between 7 and 8. I rank it very, very high. And the more underrated I hear, every time I hear the word underrated describing Final Fantasy Tactics, I love that game more. Because...
Well, what about, like, compared to Chrono Trigger?
I will see, because Ross loves Chrono Trigger, so he's probably going to get on me. But they're
both secondary games.
Well, no, Chrono Trigger was made by Square Enix. Or
Right.
I'm sorry, SquareSoft when they were SquareSoft, and that game actually came out on Super Nintendo originally, but then it was re-released for PlayStation 1. That's when I got it and I played it. I think I might have said this on a different Morning After Pill. I did like kind of a shitty playthrough with Chrono Trigger because it's all about time travel, and I think I kind of skipped a little ahead.
Right.
Instead of really going through every single area. So I probably fucked myself on that. I definitely will play that game again, for sure. But I think I need to give another better playthrough to Chrono Trigger before I start comparing Tactics and Chrono Trigger.
Nerd podcast, man.
Oh, yeah, well, we're see, that's the thing. Maybe we'll talk about at the end of this one real quick. We're already kind of really getting a little to the end of this. It's already like an hour and 40 minutes, but 45, holy shit. It's 100% in my top 5, and I'd have to think about it a lot more, but it might be in my top 3. I just the battle system is so much fun, dude. And the fact that you just go from spot to spot and fight. There is no like open world or like whatever, you know what I mean? And you don't even think about that or care.
Right.
The music is fucking...
Well, back then, no one cared about open world, dude. The way video games...
Yeah, but you got to realize Final Fantasy 7 just came out. Final Fantasy 7 just came out. Whole new engine for Final Fantasy. You got 3D sprites and shit coming out. And like, well, I mean, some people already did that on earlier systems and shit. But it's just like a whole new world for Final Fantasy and JRPG fans. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so everybody's shitting themselves over Final Fantasy 7 and all that. And like, and then Tactics comes out. And it's kind of like... you think about so many people are just like, oh, you're just sitting around in a square moving players around it. But it's like, it's just so much better than that, dude. And the storyline is unbelievably convoluted and complex, dude. It's underrated is the perfect word to describe that game. And it's 100% in my top 5, if not maybe even a little higher. I'll tell you what, though, Ross, real quick. Ross is going to like this.
I think you're...
9 is 8. I used to like 8 better than 9, Ross. As I gotten older, smarten up a little bit, I want to say 9 goes above 8 now. I think I like 9 better than 8. And I would have never said that back in my prime.
9's dope. All right, let me say this. Whatever you just said, yeah, I agree or whatever. Yeah. So for our first...
You need to play Tactics.
No, I want to. For our first... give me your fucking PlayStation 3, bud.
Well, I got it downstairs now. I'm going to go play Castlevania tonight probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well,
see how it goes.
I'll play it when you give it to me. So, on our first Nerdcast, can we do top 5 games? So our first
that's pretty rough to dive into, don't you think? Well, you should do it like every 6 months because it might change, right?
We don't have to dive into it too much, but
or maybe do like a top 10 or like an honorables list or like games that pop up. Because how hard is it to think like your top favorite games?
It's fucking tough.
I was thinking about this the other day though in the bathroom or something. Like I think I was just showering and just thinking about what we're doing.
I love Final Fantasy.
We do have to do that. We do have to do like honorable mentions of like games.
So we shouldn't do it the first episode?
I mean, we can, but we have to like really prepare, you know? Or I mean, it's going to change constantly.
The first Nerdcast is me, you,
Ross
Pete
and Pete.
Ross.
They're already ready to go. I'm just waiting for my new on-call schedule to come out, and I'm booking their episode. So in case you guys didn't know, because you kind of don't, we are switching up the format a little bit. Nothing too crazy. You're still getting plenty of Fudge and Finn. Don't worry about it. But our plan is to... we normally have 4 normal episodes a month where it's like all 4 of them is with a random guest. We hang out, get drunk, and bullshit. Then we have another 4 morning after pills. Now what we want to do is have 4 episodes, 2 of them with just random guests where we bullshit and drink, and then another 2 where one of them is just basically about video games, where we'll have our fellow solid nerd friends come on and, we're actually going to, prepare a little bit of things that we want to talk about, prepare about new games coming out, games we might be currently playing, favorite games and that, wherever the discussion leads, it's whatever. And then another one, basically just about sports. Fucking, it's our 2 favorite things. It's the 2 things that if we ever went in a single certain direction or a couple, if we ever needed to start getting on specific topics in our podcast, and we're kind of starting to a little bit now, it would be those 2 things, video game and sports.
Correct.
I couldn't think of anything else those are our 2 favorite things for sure. So that's what we're going to do.
Besides pussy?
See that guy? No fucking pussy.
No pussy.
So we're going to do what we're going to call a nerdcast once a month. We're going to do a sports cast is a little lame. We're going to have to figure something out better for that. So 1 nerd episode, and the nerdery will be more than just video games. Maybe shows and movies will pop up here and there. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, the main part of the episode is going to be nerdcast or sportcast.
We're going to call it something different, sportscast. We need something better than that.
That's fine. But we're still getting drunk, so you never know what's happening.
Yeah, you never know. A story might pop out here or there, obviously.
Yeah.
But, we just... Because I feel like we just want to talk about it more.
Yeah.
And like sometimes...
And also, twice a month, it's just going to be
still
getting drunk.
and then you get the other 2 episodes that you're used to.
Also, we're getting drunk on all of these episodes, no matter what.
Yeah, we're still always drinking. We're still always just like having some drinks. Some of us a couple hundred more than others. And, just doing a damn thing. It's just it's a couple of the episodes we just want to
we might put a format. We actually have a format.
Yeah, just for and see how
for
it goes.
Shits and giggles.
I think you guys will like it. Even people that aren't too much into the nerdcast, I think you'll still like it because I think it's going to be. It might end up being like not easier to listen to, but it'll lead into other things like you don't realize the shows and movies you might like and shit and that. Like we're going to talk about that shit too. It's not going to be only video games. It'll be mostly video games, but we're definitely going to be talking about fucking movies and fucking shows, like anything nerd, really.
Right.
It isn't only video games. It's just going to be heavily.
And the sports episode is all sports.
Yeah.
But some shit talking. And then we still have 2 free episodes where we just get wasted.
which is the normal thing that you're used to. And then as of right now, we're going to probably keep all the same amount of morning after pills for you because that's just, me and Keith having a good time. Now, that's the thing about the sports cast in the nerdcast. We got to come up with something better than the sports cast. There's a chance that it might only be me and you sometimes. We might not always have guests.
Right.
So I think we normally want to plan to. We do have some people in mind that will be heavily featured. And these people that will be heavily featured in the video game podcasts and the sports podcasts are some of our favorite guests 100%. And we think we have some of our best fucking episodes ever with them. And right. I think they're going to hop in. I think it's going to be good. And I think it's going to be solid content. Everybody's going to have a good time listening to. I think it's not really like your listening experience isn't going to change much. It's just we're going to be, specifically talking about certain things a little bit more. That's all. But I think December it's going to get going. So you'll see it. You'll start just seeing some labels, some things labeled a little bit differently. Hopefully over the next couple months, we might want to start getting video involved as well. But we're not too close to that yet. We're much closer to the Nerdcast and whatever cooler name we figure out for the sports episode.
Tom Brady sucks dick cast.
Yeah, I'd say Ross easily top 5, but I need to hang out for like an hour or two and like really like make a huge list of like video games that come to my mind of that like I had an amazing time with and really start to put it in perspective what's going on.
I think with the Nerdcast,
maybe make like a pie chart.
Yeah, like
or a graph.
We need to like talk to the guests and go. All right, so obviously this first one's like random. We're just gonna talk about Castlevania, But like,
Yeah, I think we're getting Ross and Pete to watch Castlevania so we could talk about it.
yeah, but I definitely want like, all right, we all played this game, or we all fucking did whatever in this game. Let's talk about it, and then let's get drunk, and then Ross will cry. It'll be great.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get Ross to cry every single time.
That's the goal.
Last thing in Ross's email. Yeah, I'm saying definitely my top 5 Final Fantasies, 100%, if not even possibly easily top 10 games, Ross. We'll talk about more in the Nerdcast coming in December. Number 7, fuck you, Jackson's worthless ass. And that's Ross's email. And we only had 2 emails, but I'm okay with that because we went so hard on like everything else. So there's one other thing you wanted to talk about, right? We spoke about the Nerdcast.
Yeah, I forgot, so...
Should we call it Bros in Sports?
Oh, man.
Bros Bang Sports? Bros Bang Balls. It's an alliteration, but every sport's played with a ball, dude.
That's true.
Send us an email. Let us know what you think. Bros Bang Balls.
All right, I like
no,
that.
balls. Not broads. That's too straight.
It's got a good ring.
Bros Bang. It's a top contender. It's a top contender.
All right, email. I'm fucking wasted.
Yeah, I can
email
tell.
us if you think.
There was one more thing you wanted to talk about, though.
I
Wasn't
know.
it?
There was, but I forgot. But email us if you have a better name for that.
We'll give you credit for like a second or two, and then we're just taking it. Ask Jesse. Morning after pill, we were like, yeah, dude. And I literally the next day, we was just drunk, and I just forgot he came up with the name, and we just started doing it. And like 20 episodes in, he's like, remember when I came up with the name? We're like, no, we don't. But clearly you did, because we were hammered probably when you came up with it and told us, then we took it from you. So thanks. Thanks, Hefe.
Yeah, definitely had something to talk about.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be on the Nerdcast too, that's for sure. You did. I'm trying to think about it.
Fuck. We're talking about fucking shitty, scary movies.
You definitely wanted, maybe you just wanted to talk about the Nerdcast.
Maybe.
And we did just talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm lost.
You look kind of drunk now. You might be done for.
I'm pretty
Might be donezo. Oh no, the Urban Dictionary thing.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a definition ready to roll. So that's another thing we want to do. We want to, because the Urban Dictionary definitions when Sniper of the Year 2 popped on, although we didn't call it that. We started going through we randomly started going through Urban Dictionary definitions, and that shit was hilarious. And we got some solid feedback about it. So we might do a little thing send us some emails, send us some solid Urban Dictionary fucking definitions, and then we'll pick which one we think is the funniest. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep a pool of all of them. I'll make a subfolder in the email and throw them all there. And then we start running low. I'll just start listing other ones that people have or whatever. So basically, at one point in time, we'll read them off. You know what I mean?
Correct. We'll get to all of them, but
maybe we'll have to bump it up to 2 or 3 if we really start getting that many.
Bring up a good Urban Dictionary, and then me and Fudge will guess what it is, and it'll be funny.
Yeah. So here's a good. Put in the link in Urban Dictionary. But you can also put out you can copy and paste the definition and stuff. Here's the deal. Either copy and paste the used in a sentence section.
Right.
Or make your fucking own. Because it ruins the whole Urban Dictionary when they leave out the sentence. It ruins it for me. Even if the sentence makes no sense and doesn't describe it at all, that makes it even funnier. So if you get a solid Urban Dictionary definition of some ridiculous sexual act,
it doesn't have to be sexual, like anything.
Yeah.
Any good Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, anything that's funny, anything that we wouldn't just... The sexual ones are good because you try to guess them, And it's pretty ridiculous trying to guess it.
I could guess any of them. It doesn't have to be sexual.
We got kind of close with some of them.
Yeah, kind of. I was a dog. Don't worry about it.
Ghosts, dude.
All right. I have 2.
Fuck. What is your dog doing?
Fuck him.
Listen
Probably
to Ghost.
fucking something up.
Hurry up. We're at 2 hours, bro.
All right. I'll give you 2 Urban Dictionaries, and then we'll end her. Right? You have to Google them, though.
Whenever you're ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Urban Dictionary number 1. Charizarding.
It's when you shit diarrhea spray that after you eat like a lot of hot sauce on someone.
I like it. But think of the Pokemon, Charizard.
Yeah, he's a fire Pokemon. That's why I said
Right.
hot sauce spray fart.
So,
At dinner tonight.
what's his original Pokemon? Charmander.
Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. Come on, noob.
If his flame goes out in the tail,
He dies.
he dies. All right, Google Charizarding.
You gonna make me Google it right now?
Yes.
Hold on, that's the map.
can
That's the
Google
map
it.
for Symphony of the Night. Can't lose that. All right, Zarding, urban.
I love this segment. Let's keep it. We gotta keep it going, dude. Dude, that was the best part of Connor's episode.
Okay. Charizarding. When you light a girl's pubes on fire, put it out with your jizz, then flap your arms and say, "You don't have enough badges to train me." The sentence, Charizarding with Jenny was a night I'll never forget. You don't have enough badges to train. All right, the next one.
All right. This is a good
See how
one.
fucking fun this is? We need your help, guys.
Yeah, it's
Shots for likes at yahoo.com. Go ahead. What's the last one?
This one gets a little insane. And this might be my... All right, so I just listened to Connor's episode. I apologize, people. I'm pretty drunk.
You're definitely drunk.
This might be my favorite so far.
Go ahead.
The Kentucky Klondike Bar. The Kentucky Klondike Bar, people. Can you guess, Fudge? Give us a guess.
You take a shit,
Okay.
you freeze it,
Okay.
and right when you're coming on a girl, you throw it at her face. Like what? I mean, I'm just thinking of the most absurd shit. One of these days, we're gonna land it, and I'm flipping the fucking table, dude. Like,
All right.
all right, Kentucky Klondike Bar. Oh my god, I got the first part right.
Yep.
The act of freezing a bowel movement. Let's just call it what it is, people. A chunk of shit, and sexually penetrate. The act of freezing a bowel movement and sexually penetrating another with the frozen bowel movement. A person has the option of following a Kentucky Klondike bar with a Panamanian petting zoo. Am I saying that right, guys? Panamanian petting zoo. You know what? Somebody search Panamanian petting zoo. Panamanian petting zoo. Hit us with that. We'll guess it because I ain't clicking the link now. Oh my God, here's the sentence. I gave my secretary a Kentucky Klondike bar last night for about 5 minutes. When it started to get soft, I gave her a petting zoo. What's the petting zoo, dude? All right, we're relying on you guys. Send us the petting zoo. Once again, the Panamanian petting zoo. Panamanian petting zoo. Woo! You know what? That's going to be a lot of fun for this show, man.
Yeah, dude.
That was solid. Thank you, Mena, for. I think some other fans really thought highly of it. They thought it was really funny, but Mena fucking loved it, and he's not only one of our fucking best guests, but one of our fucking best fans for sure. So thank you for letting us know how funny that was, because it's just always fucking funny, dude.
Dude, it's never not fun.
Why did I think it would be throwing it at a woman's face after you came on her? Like, there's like fucking her with it is so much better guess.
You throw frozen.
Take this solid shit, you bitch. All right. We're out. Slip piece, DJ, spin it, etc., etc. Fuck yourself. Peace.
Canadian Klondike Bar, bro.
It's Kentucky.
Kentucky Klondike
Peace.
Slip piece, bro.
Mike, check. The morning after pill. Fudge and Finn. Shots for likes in that ass. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. Shots for likes. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. The morning after pill. Shots for likes. Shots for likes. The morning after pill. 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 Shots for likes.
light.
The morning after. Morning after. Morning after pill.
Shots for life.
More.